to the VLenore Show. Here, we will discuss lifestyle, beauty, celebrity gossip, and current events in our own way, my way, freestyle. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Hello, lovers. How are you? Happy Saturday, everybody. Happy Saturday, June 22nd, 2024. Hope all of you are doing well. I missed you guys. I'm sorry. I told y'all that I would be, likely to be busy on Thursday. And I was. I was going to still try and get in alive. I just couldn't work it out. And then, sometimes when you're having a good time, it lasts longer than you think. Okay. So I apologize. I ended up sleeping the entire day today. But I still missed you. So I had to call y'all up, honey. Call up my lovers. Okay. So anywho, thank you to Leo Lady. See, I was still, all over the place. My mind was everywhere, honey, when I woke up and accidentally set this live for tomorrow night. Had I not come out here, excuse me, and checked on my scheduled event and saw Leo Lady in the comments talking about you scheduled this for tomorrow night. And I was like, wait, what? And so I looked. And hey, we was about to be all messed up again, but we are here. Thank you, Leo Lady, for saying that in the chat. So we are here on tonight. Hope y'all had a good Saturday, good start to your weekend. As I stated, I was off Thursday and Friday, so my Saturday was kind of like yesterday. And so today I was regrouping from my Friday and Saturday, if you will. So here we are. We are together. Hello. So hey, Leo Lady. Hey, Char Willis. Oh, I'm sorry, Char Willie. Conversations with. Okay, Char Willie. Hello. Hey, Just Peeking. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Thin Line Between Nesto and Madness. Hey, excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry. I got that nighttime cough. So sorry. And I sound a little hoarse because why? I've been sleeping all day. Hello. So, anywho, hey, Nola Brown. Hey, Black But Not Bitter. Hey, Carolyn. Shelly 928. Hey, N Harmon. Hey, Akeelia Cook. Hello. Oh, shoot. Tonight's going to be a good night. Let me get this on. I caught alive and don't have to listen to the replay. Yay! We're happy to have you. Hey, how are you doing? How's everybody doing? I'm so excited. I'm excited too because I missed y'all. Really, I did. I really, really did. Hey, Real Nurse Jackie, I missed you too. Got home just in time. Yes, it is our time, honey, for a late night Saturday night together. Okay. Hey, Miss Lorraine, how are you? Hi, Obsessed with the Mess. Hey, Delicate Dell. Who else? That girl, Nosy Body, Go Row. T Go Say It If It Has to Be Said is here. Hey, Life Unleashed. Hey, Azure. Hello. All right. So please, yes, please do hit the like button for me if you don't mind. Hey, Wings and Mumbo Sauce. How are you? Yes, please hit that like button. Okay. And please be on your best behavior on tonight because I don't even know if my mods are going to be able to make it tonight because I didn't give anybody a big heads up that I was even going to come live. I have been out of pocket. And actually, I have a little I have a group chat. I have a secret group chat. Everybody everybody is talking about these group chats. Every time I look in, it doesn't even matter the sector. Okay. In the last week, I've looked at like two to three different sectors, and people were complaining about group chats and shit. Well, guess what? I got a group chat. I have a group chat with all of my moderators in it, damn it. Okay. And then I have another group chat with my friends, and that is it. That is all. And I'm not ashamed to say it, damn it. Okay. I do. But what I was going to say is the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I didn't give my mods a heads up. Really, like I said, I've been kind of out of pocket. And from what I can tell, my mods have too, because you know, you can kind of see how many people, when your people have been active or not. Child, everybody has been busy, okay, the last couple of days. So please be on your best behavior, be nice in the chat and things. And you know what I'm saying, right? Okay. All right. I saw Texas Toy came up in here. Hey, Texas Toy. Hey, Mona C Talks. Hello. That dude 06. That dude 06. Are you an alpha? Is that why we talking about 06? I'm just asking. I don't know. I'm just asking. Hey, Mona C Talks and Life Unleashed. I said hi to y'all. Tanya B. M. Alfred, Black Rose. Hello. Okay, y'all. So please hit that like button. And I figure we could, I don't feel like reading tonight. Y'all can hear my voice. I'm over here halfway trying to clear my throat. Got that, nighttime cough thing. I feel a little congested, so forgive me if I sound, nasally or something. So I figured, and I was happy because I thought initially I was going to do a reaction to the video. I believe that was released yesterday, maybe. And but today I saw another call has been released, or two calls have been released, and they're more current. So I wouldn't mind, doing the current calls. And I still think we can go back and look at the text messages that happen around these dates. Okay. So that shouldn't be a lot of reading. You know what I'm saying? So that I can handle tonight. But yeah, let's get into this. Okay. Oh, one other thing I want to comment on that I'm learning more and more about over the last few days. I want to say when I was live the last time, excuse me, that was Wednesday night. And Wednesday, I believe Storm Monroe had gone live and I guess spoken on the whole scenario that he says his channel had been struck. So I believe that's when he went live to discuss it. Someone, I want to say in the chat that night, I believe in our chat here when I went live Wednesday night, mentioned something about Storm said that his channel had been struck by Sonya and Ernesto, and they were using an attorney to do that. So I saw that live. Well, I can't say I saw the whole live because I think that thing was like an hour and a half long, and I listened to like the first 20 minutes. I want to say is where he really discusses, a little bit of it. He doesn't give a lot of detail though, but he did say, in fact, Storm Monroe, who I guess broke the story on Shirley Strawberry. So I didn't realize Storm broke the story. I honestly thought Chronicles Speaks had broken the story. So I don't doubt him. I'm just saying I didn't realize that. So when he said that, I was like, oh, okay. So he broke the story. And I do recall Sonya and Nesto definitely referencing him. Excuse me, referencing Storm. Because weren't they calling him like the fat boy? Like, I don't even know why they were saying that because Storm's not fat. I don't know if she was like looking at his cheeks and thought he was fat. I don't know where that came from. But anyway, I had recalled on a couple of different occasions where they referenced Storm. So when Storm gave his story and says that I guess his channel was kind of locked up for a couple of days because Sonya and Nesto's attorneys. Well, anyway, Nesto's attorneys were striking channels for harassment and bullying, I guess. Now, I find that interesting for a couple of reasons. And one is because this argument that the bloggers are impacting their case is ridiculous to me. It's ridiculous to me. They knew that the bloggers had picked up on the story and were researching things. They later knew that the calls were released. And it wasn't until after the calls had been released and they knew the bloggers were already covering the story. It was after that, knowing that, having that knowledge, that they decided to do interviews. Now, don't you think that's interesting? They then decided to do interviews. Sonya did, from my understanding, at least 4 interviews, correct? She did one with Tasha K, right? That was, I think, the first and the biggest one. She did one with me. I know she did one with, I think her name was Judge Fifi, and then a 4th one I have heard about but have not seen. I was listening to Bougie yesterday, and she mentioned, was that yesterday or today? See, I'm all messed up, y'all. I slept all damn day today, okay? I woke up at 9 o'clock thinking it was, I didn't know what day it was. I didn't know if it was a.m. I didn't know why it was so dark in the a.m. I was very confused, okay? Nevertheless, I heard Bougie mentioned today, there was something she said today that stood out to me. I think it was today that I heard her. Wait a minute. What are y'all talking about? Native, what are you saying? Are you in here talking about it? Wait, hold on. Wait. Why is there a VLenore live happening this late at night? Am I dreaming? This makes no sense to me. I have done this once before, Native. There was another Saturday night. I did the same. Okay. Same thumbnail and everything. So go back, double check. Okay. Sometimes we do that over here. Okay, Native. All right. And I also saw how you were harassing me in the chat the other night. I saw you. I saw how you was harassing me. We'll get back to that in a minute. Okay. Anyway, I saw how anyway, they're complaining about the bloggers or whatever. But like I said, she did 4 interviews. And one of them was with Stiletto Bosses. I would not have known that had I not heard Bougie's live today. I think it was today, right? Because I'll tell you, she wasn't even talking about this. She was talking about the judge that got arrested yesterday or the other night, fighting at the club, but supposedly trying to assist someone else. And she said one of the people with the judge, or not with the judge that night, but supposedly was a friend to the victim that the judge was assisting, was one of Sonya's friends, and interviewed her. Stiletto, what's it called, y'all? Stiletto Bosses. I think that's what it's called, or she's called. And I looked her up. So I looked on YouTube and I didn't see any interview with her. And then I went over to her IG and I didn't even see any pictures with Sonya. So I don't know where that interview is. And then I know she also obviously interviewed with Sylvia. So I bring that up because for someone who knew the blog, that there were bloggers investigating and following the story, and also after knowing that they went to bloggers to get interviewed, I think it's interesting that now you want to turn around and act like the bloggers are the damn problem. Isn't that interesting how that works? So wait a minute. So since it did not go in your favor, now we're messing up the case. But had we all been on his side, then it would have been just fine, right? Now, here's the thing. Hey, Queen Lily. It says Madison is no longer Sonya's friend because Sonya was on that phone talking about her to Nesto. Yeah, I remember that call. So here, get this. It also wasn't until today that when I found out that Madison was the person that lived in the hotel. When I remember the call when Sonya was asked about how her friend was doing, when Nesto asked about her friend or whatever, and she was saying, yeah, she lives at a hotel right now, something or another, right? So when I heard that, do you know, I was thinking she was talking about old girl, what's his name? Carl Thomas's baby mama. That's who I thought she was talking about. So it wasn't until I heard Bougie today saying that no, this is the friend. So this is the girl who she interviewed with that was her friend that was living in that motel. And then I recall a recent call too where I think he asked about her again and she was like, nah, that's done. Like no, we ain't friends no more. So it would be interesting to hear why they didn't, remain friends. I know Lily is saying it's because of all the shit that came out that she said on the call, right? So that's interesting. I did think it was the other chick. Something really bad happened. It wasn't what Sonya was talking about. Sonya talks too much. Madison was not evicted. Oh, that is the story she said. She did say something about her being evicted. Does she have a bunch of kids too? Or did I make that up? I just remember her not saying positive things when she was talking to Nesto. And then, and you know what? And it all made sense too, because I remember when she was talking about I was out with Diamond. Remember that came out in a recent, I want to say that might have been a video call where he was saying like, what'd you do last night? And she was like, oh yeah, I was out. You know that girl Diamond that was dating Scrappy. I remember she had that whole conversation. So when Fran today, Bougie was going over who this girl was, and I went looking on her IG page. I didn't see anything that had to do with Sonya, but I went on the IG page and I noticed there's a lot of talk about Diamond. So I was like, oh, so she must have been that friend. So it was all making sense to me now. I'm just saying that it all made sense. Yeah, big must. Y'all better stop calling that. Stop calling that girl. Why is Bougie calling that girl Big Mustard? Why is she calling that girl Big Mustard? Bougie, girl, why you do that? Did mustard come up in a conversation, or is this related to her complexion, or is it does she like mustard on her hot dogs? Like, what is it? Oh, her hair. Was her hair a mustard color? Or her hair was a mustard color? Oh, Nyla gave her No, Nyla, why? What you say? She looked like a big container of mustard. Nyla. Y'all messy. I would never. I would never refer to these beautiful women, these beautiful Black women, as condiments. I would never, okay? Not a Costco size container. Would you go somewhere and sit your ass down? Okay. So speaking of Native, look, let me say this to everybody first and foremost. I want y'all to know it's hard enough to do a freaking review of these individuals when they are literally talking for us to hear them. Okay. You all know by now that if I have to listen to Nesto, I have to read the screen. You know I need my closed captions. So it's bad enough when I can hear it and then associate it, okay, their words, their sounds with the words on the screen, okay? There's a lot that's going on. I say that to say I can always look in the chat. But damn it, if you know that I'm reading what these illiterate mother suckers are saying, you know I ain't looking at the chat. So I am sorry. I didn't see all of the alerts and the bells ringing and the people shouting about Native needing to, reading Nesto. I would have been happy to have Native read Nesto. I didn't know that Native was pulling out his marbles to put in his mouth, as he said, his words, not mine. I hollered when I read them. Okay. I told y'all I come back and I read this shit. Okay. Because I don't always get it all during. All right. But I was not aware that Native was getting his marbles out to put in his mouth to play the role of Nesto, and that he was, gargling and all of those good things to read. Had I known that, I would have been more than happy to drop the link and shifted gears. Okay. I did not know. You all over here like, V's not looking. No, I'm reading. Hello? Which one y'all want me to do? Y'all want me to read the chat or read what these illiterate mother suckers are saying? Huh? I can't do it all. All right? I'm every woman but that one. Okay? I can't do everything. I can do a lot of things, but not everything. So give me a damn break already. All right? Sheesh. Whew. Anywho. What you say, Native, now? What is she saying now with his crazy ass? I hadn't taken enough cough syrup that night. What to sound slow and draggy with marbles in your mouth. You weren't truly prepared, huh? Oh, but Native, we have to do it. So I tell you what, if you're free tomorrow, Native, we can definitely get back into these text messages, okay? And we can do that if you are free, all right? Like tomorrow evening, okay? What you say, Texas Toy? V needs Nesto's class on how to be a superior Black woman. Yeah. No, I don't actually need to take his class. All I need to do is shadow Sonya. And there you have it. Okay. If I shadow Sonya, I will be a superior Black woman then and only then. Okay. He built her. He's made her. Okay. And so there you have it. Yes, the seminar, Shirley C. I don't even need that seminar. All I have to do is watch and learn from the best. Okay. Yes, obsessed with the mess. A prominent woman is she. A prominent woman is not me. Okay. It is Sonya. And so if I shadow Sonya, maybe, and only then maybe will I amount to anything in the world. Yeah. So no, I'm not a prominent woman. I'll hope to be. I hope to be a prominent woman. Okay. Did you all hit the like button though? I'm just asking. Even for a mediocre bitch like me, please, a like would be so wonderful. I'm not a prominent woman. I'm striving to be, but at least can a mediocre woman get a like? All right. I'd appreciate it. Thanks. All right. Excellent. So now let's get into the content for this evening. As I mentioned, I wait, what'd you say? That makes no sense to me. Come on with it, V. Explain that part. Y'all have this lingo down way too well. You all have it down way too well. I believe y'all might be talking like this in real life, and y'all try to come out here and front on these hoes and act like you don't know what that life is. Okay. But I think y'all about that life. Okay, I think y'all about that life. I think y'all really be kicking it with Nesto and Sonya on the sneak tip, and Dion and all of the other little friends. Okay, I think you've been hanging with all of them. Mm-hmm. Mushmouth University, I think, is the school you all must have attended. I didn't. I didn't. I couldn't get a scholarship, therefore they wouldn't let me in. So I couldn't do it. But did y'all go there? I think y'all went there. The fact that Native just put all that together. He's trilingual, I guess, because it takes a special kind to understand how to put all of these words, string them along in a way where it can be a communication between individuals outside of people like myself. So I think that's amazing. I have not taken a class in it yet, therefore I'm not bilingual in that way, and not at all. So, but thank you. Oh, now I passed a few times. You passed a few times? Jeez. Okay, Native. I knew. That's how you was able to work with them people down there in New Orleans. Them people that work for that damn that label. Them folks. I ain't gonna name their names again. But them people, because I could barely understand how they talk. Not people from New Orleans, those specific people at that damn station, or not station, at that label. Okay. I hardly ever know what old boy is talking about. You know, is you done or is we finished? Is we finished or is we done? Okay. So we should have known right then and there that Native knew how to talk to these mush mouth people over here, because Native understood when a man says, is we finished or is we done? He knows what we're dealing with. Okay. All right. If y'all were here, y'all know. And if you know, you know. Okay. Right, Texas Toy. He be code switching. And then he flosses on us because we can't, speak all these different languages like him. But it's okay, Native. I don't feel a way about it. Damn it. All right. I don't feel a way about it. So, anywho. All right. So let's get into this. All right. We are going to get started. I guess there was jail calls on 4/2/24 and 4/6. Okay. So I had some sleep earlier today, all day, in fact. So I'm here for it. I hope that y'all are here for it. I hope we can, spend a good amount of time together on this good evening, on this good Saturday night. And we're going to hear what the hell these folks are talking about on these days. And then I'm going to go back over to the text and just look to see what was going on around 4/2 to 4/6. Huh? Do you think that's a plan? I think that's what we can be doing moving forward, and then still coming back to read all the text messages again. All right. I remember where we left off the other day, so we will still go back to where we started the other day when we resume reading our texts. We will still go back to that, but in the meantime and in between time, whenever a video is dropped, we can match updates and reread texts around that time period. Okay, great. Thank you, Tanya B. Thank you, Black But Not Bitter. Thank you, Queen Brielle. Okay. Everyone is down for it. In Harmon says yes. Sounds like a winner. Okay. Native is here saying, come with it. Just don't do no karaoke. Who, me? Who? Me? Am I creepy? Come on, dude. I'm not creepy. Okay. Now, don't judge me because I'm very good at reading emotions on paper. Even though I may not understand the language all of the time, I can understand emotions on paper. So when I read Sonya's emotions the other night on the text messages, you all were in the chat acting like, ha ha ha, V so crazy, ah ha ha ha. Native talking about V is gonna need a cigarette or a Black and Mild after reading this. No, I'm just an excellent actress. Okay, I'm not an actress, but I am an actress. Okay, and because I'm a actress in my head, I try to come out here and do these scenes as it speaks to me, as the words on the paper speak to me, and I feel that I understood what Sister Sonya was trying to get across when she said, I love this and I love that and I love that and I love this. I felt her love. I felt it. And I'm just saying what I'm saying. Would you say, Beverly Chambers? Don't you dare call yourself mediocre, VLenore. You are premium. Although I thank you, Beverly Chambers. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Wait, what'd you say, Native? Hold on. You said creepyoki equals something that is abnormal to Nesto. Okay. So abnormal to him. Hey, know your own worth. Girl, I was gonna wing it out here by myself, girl. I said the mods probably thought I quit YouTube, okay? Because I ain't been out here since Thursday. No, since Wednesday. I haven't been out here since Wednesday, y'all. So I know that's bad. The last time that happened was when I had certification before, when I was in Atlanta, getting stood up by Dennis Byron, child. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, every time that happens, I go ghost. Okay. So I apologize. But anywho, would you say, Native? Example, them charges with them kids, that's some creepyoki. Okay, I got you. Oh, you wouldn't stand me up, Native? Okay. Okay. Okay, if you say so. Okay. Because that's right. Are you in Atlanta? You said you're there, right? Because you write scripts. Speaking of which, anyway, that's something else. Anywho, let's get into this. Let's get into this over here. All right. So let me share my screen. Shout outs to phone calls from prison. Hey, Shay girl. Hey. Y'all, if you haven't, and I know I don't have to tell this crowd, but maybe someone new will turn on this channel tomorrow, right? They may turn on the channel tomorrow and they'll say, who the hell is phone calls from prison? Because let me tell you, if they aren't new, they already know. And if you know, you know. You better check out and support Shay and her hubby from phone calls from prison because they make all of this shit possible. Do you hear me? They do. So if you love you some Shay and phone calls from prison and this content, we be out here trying to deliver over here in this whole Nesto sector. Drop some yellow hearts in the chat and let her know. Okay. All right. So Shay, tell us what these calls are about tonight. Shall we? Let's.
Video contains 2 jail calls between Nesto and Sonya from April 2nd and April 4th, 2024. In this first call, Nesto says it's clear he's being set up and has been in jail for 21 months for nothing. Take a listen.
Wait, hold on. Say what now? Hold on. Where we at? What? No, seriously, was she talking about me for real? For real? What? She wasn't talking about me. Was she talking about me? Or are you just being funny, Miss Buckeye 99? I really have not heard anything. So, wait, are you serious? She wasn't really, was she? Well, we're gonna find out in a minute. Let me see. That's hilarious. I have no idea what these calls are about. So this should be interesting.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I can eat it while it's hot. Hey. Hello.
Yeah, how you doing?
How are you?
All right. All right.
Are you okay? Hmm?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm okay.
Wait, for real? She talked about Vicky Vale. She did? She was talking about Vicky Vale? Why is she talking about Vicky Vale? I was going to ask you the same question, VLenore. Wait, what? Wait, why was she talking about Vicky Vale? Vicky Vale's a whole subscribe. I mean, up until she just started her channel, she was a subscriber in April. Why would she be talking about Vicky? That's crazy. Okay, let's listen. I'm sorry, y'all.
Sure.
Yeah, just sitting here. That's all I can do is sit here.
I know. After I go, I got a meeting at the bank in the morning because the girl was off today for sunshine. I mean, not sun, truest. Then I'll come by Thursday there.
Oh, okay.
And the phone company responded, and they said they're working on it, getting the phone records.
Okay.
Because I faxed them twice last week to get the records.
Okay.
So that's good.
Yeah. I'm just trying to get my head together. It's just so.
It's a lot.
Yeah,
Hard.
it's a lot. It's just crazy to me in my head.
Don't get stressed and get headaches and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah.
It's just
I know.
making no sense at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's clearly I'm being set up. It's clearly.
Oh, of course. We always try to find somebody to try to up their career.
Wow. How are you doing?
I'm fine. I just ate, so I'm just trying to see how that goes. Because my stomach was upset earlier. And I have my friend, she's a flight attendant for Delta. She's coming in tonight, so she's gonna hang out with me today and tomorrow. And tomorrow you don't have visits, so that's why I said I'll come Thursday. And I gotta go to the bank anyway, so I wanted to make sure. Well, even though we can't really talk on,
Say that again. I ain't talked on the phone so long, I don't even know what to say.
I know, right? I know.
Okay. So at this point, they had not been talking, huh? They hadn't really been talking on the phone, but they had been texting and had been probably writing. I wonder if they legit are writing letters too, or they just up until last week. I wonder if up until last week had they just been texting, and maybe now, since this all came out last week, that we now had the text messages. I wonder if now they're writing letters. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Anyway, let's listen.
I got like $10 on the other phone and $17 on this one. I'm like, he need to call me because I just got money sitting on there.
Oh.
And plus I heard their voice.
When it comes down to mercy, I call. I'm gonna call.
Ooh, see how closed captions be fucked up like me? It said when it comes down to mercy, I call, but he meant emergency. Okay, but he probably said emergency, not emergent. Anyway, but closed caption heard mercy. When it come down to mercy, I call him. I'm gonna call his country ass. I love his country ass ways.
And then I ain't been able to talk like I want to talk. I'm gonna break it out. I was gonna do that anyway. I'm gonna
just write a letter.
Yeah, man. Because this.
Just write a letter. That's the only way you can do it. Just write a letter.
Yeah.
But whatever you do want me to tell Joe, just text that to me. So I can just copy it and send it.
Yeah. I already got it wrote out. I already got it how I want to do it. Because it ain't right. Shit ain't right, man.
But if you send it to me that way, he get it immediately. You get me? When you text it to me, I copy it and he see it's from you, and then I send it straight to him.
Okay. Well,
And that way you know it goes, because it goes straight to his cell phone. I just text it to his cell phone.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's the fastest way you'll get it.
It
Or
ain't
I can
right.
email it to him.
This shit ain't right. This shit is not right. It ain't right.
No.
It ain't right.
Mm-mm.
Not at all.
You'd be surprised. People don't care. They just don't care. They don't care. Everybody, a lot of people are just pawns to people. That's all it is. Just like when they send people to war and die. It's just a pawn. It's just a pawn. They want the land. They want the.
Not it's a pond. The closed captions think oh girl is saying a pond and not a pond. Anyway.
Riches, so they send thousands of people over there to die for it. It's just people that.
Oh, now Nesto is a soldier at war. Okay, he's just a casualty of war. He's not even a real factor in this. He's merely a pond. With ducks swimming around him and shit. That's all it is. That's all. Okay. He's just a pond with swans and ducks and geese and shit, with fish swimming and all kinds of things. Okay. He's a pond to this whole situation. All right. He's a whole man-made pond. Yes, that's what I said.
You know, it's just how people want to use you to get ahead in life. That's all it is. It's people using people to get ahead. It's just different versions, different levels of it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how you doing?
Fine. I'm just sitting here trying to figure out, you know what I'm saying, just stuff. That's all. You know.
Okay.
I'm good. I can't complain. You know, I'm doing the same thing. Nothing. Nothing. Doing nothing. I mean, I'm doing your stuff. Right. I'm doing your stuff. So that's
Girl.
basically all I did. Wake up and figure out. You know.
You doing his stuff? What are you doing, sis? What exactly is she doing? This is what I need to understand. I don't know what that means. I'm doing your stuff. She's not litigating any cases. She's not a private investigator out here going door to door and shit and pulling records and whatnot. What the hell exactly is she doing? What of his stuff is she doing? And especially come April of 2024, I don't think she had been seeing his ass that much around that time. Because wasn't that after the fake breakup, but, you know, makeup and not really come to visit because the Bible lady is coming in her place and he can only see one person a week. So what all is she doing? He's got attorneys. He's got investigators that work for his attorneys. She's not even a blogger. She's not even out here discussing his case or trying to rev up support. What is she doing? This is my question. This is not bullying. This is not harassment. I'm trying to figure out what she's doing because I don't understand what she's talking about. Okay. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to bring up about that, about what Storm was sharing. We can sum that up. Well, I'll finish up that conversation when we get done with our calls because I'm a little confused by that whole situation. But anyway, let's listen. We can talk about that a little further. But I still ask, what the freak is she doing? Okay, what is she doing?
What I need to get, and you know, I reached out to the person that's doing that lawsuit with the inmates that's been there longer than 45 days without getting indicted. They did a big lawsuit with that, so I reached out to them today. So just, you know, it's just a lot. It's a lot, but it's a lot of outlets right now, you know.
It's a lot. What's a lot about it? What did they say? What are the grounds by which they are filing this case? Is it something that you're going to be able to add Nesto to or not? Like, what is it that's a lot about it? Either it's something you think worthwhile, that is meaningful and will be helpful to his case, or it's not. But I don't understand, what exactly is it that you are doing? And saying I reached out to him today, so that's a phone call. You reached out, you talked to somebody. If you did or didn't, how much time could that have taken? What all are you doing? But let's listen.
Outlets. It's just a lot of people. I mean, it's just a lot. So,
What?
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
Basically, what you're saying is there's a lot of folks out here just being screwed around.
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You are one of many. Like this, when I listened to Judge Manning do her bond hearings, it was so many people sitting in there 30 days, 90 days, 120 days, just sitting. And I'm sitting here like over like little simple cases where it's like, come on now, you know you can let that man go. You know you can let that person go. You know you can just, or have a hearing and get the case over with. It's just like they have such a huge backlog and they don't give a fuck. Let them sit. I don't know if they get money for the bodies in that building.
No, they do. That's how they get paid. That's how they fund everything.
That's just crazy.
Yeah, that's how they do.
Crazy.
I'm not making nothing up, man. I ain't even trying to sound like I'm trying to sound like the victim and all that. I'm just telling what I see because I'm in here.
Sir, you are definitely trying to act like you're a victim. You've been acting like a victim from the moment you got arrested. From the moment we heard you utter a sound on any call, you have been screaming it from the rooftops that you are a victim, that you have done nothing, that all of these people are after you, that the detective is trying to make a career off of you, that Fonnie Willis is benefiting financially because of you. You have been screaming that you are the victim and not the people whose money have been stolen, whose dignity have been stolen, whose bodies had been violated, who was viewing things that are inappropriate pertaining to children and animals. You, sir, have been a victim, and everyone has conspired together to come at you to ensure that Officer Fields and Fonnie Willis get promoted in life. Now, if I got any of that wrong, please correct me in the chat. But that's what I've heard. So you are the victim here. Okay. And here's the other thing. Don't let Sonya, blow your head up too much, sir, because she doesn't always get all the facts before she comes out here spewing things as if they are facts. You don't know what the circumstances are around these people being in the jail and why they are there and why some are getting out and others aren't, and why some got bonds and others didn't. And the fact that Fonnie, when she came into office this last time, she had to clear out the backlogs because there were a lot of people that had been sitting in jail with, and don't get it twisted. The pandemic did impact that these numbers, but a lot of people have been sitting in the jail for years because of the pandemic and because they just weren't able to catch up with the backlogs. But when she came in office, she did quickly make an impact on what they were behind in. So I say all that to say that both of these people like to get sound bites of the truth and only take the sound bite that they like and then add to it in their own way, guess at it, and come out here and act as if they have all the facts, demonizing people who did nothing to anyone and lifting up this nigga as a whole victim who was the villain victimizing all the people we mentioned. I mean, it's just a mess, but let's listen.
I know how this thing goes. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Man, I seen my other lawyer that I seen him on TV today. If I was in another county, I would have been gone. I've been out of my case, everything.
And
Yep.
The one said it was corrupt. Yep, that's what I saw today.
Really?
Yes, I did. Handling a case today with the little boy at the school shooting. Today, it's all on the news.
Oh, I'm telling you, this guy that murdered in Cleveland, he murdered his girlfriend, then arrested, tried, and sentenced in all of 4 months. And
ma'am, that is Cleveland. This is Atlanta. You don't know the sets of circumstances that each community is dealing with. You don't know what's going on in those offices and why they are behind. And look, I don't even give a damn. That's Cleveland. This is Atlanta. This is Fulton County. Okay? My God.
you still sitting.
Yes, sir.
Still sitting.
Yeah.
Like, this man committed the crime. They arrested him. They let him go. They investigated. They rearrested him. They tried him. He got convicted, and he's gone. And he's still sitting there.
Yeah.
And then my friend, she was a juror on another case that was a murder case, but the boy didn't do it. But the prosecutor just so adamant, you know, and the judge was like, well, I started to dismiss them off, you know, and I'm sitting here, and she was sitting there like, this is crazy. They found him not guilty. And he got out, and then the judge made that stupid comment. And I'm like, well, I had a feeling, like, you sound dumb, because every day a person's sitting in jail, the people are stressing. It's hard on everybody, not just the person in jail. And then, you know, that little kid was in his 20s, early 20s, and didn't do it. You know how they just, you know, and pick up the first person and throw the case. That's one of them. Can't be outside because you fit the description. We don't, you know, people don't really want to do the work. Everybody in the defense, probably defense office is waiting for, what do you call it, a plea to come, and, you know, they just sit down and don't do shit. And when a plea comes, they talk you into taking a plea. So, that case is over, and just plea everybody out.
Well, that's what's going on.
Doing that. We ain't doing that.
Exactly.
Yeah, we ain't doing that. And then I talked to the other attorney, the one that came down there to see you, and he was like, well, I'm proactive, and everything you're doing is correct. I would have did everything you're doing. I would have went and got. It was like, it's just, he said, all the attorneys is just not par. Just not par.
I'm in here with it. I see it every day.
Hold on. Work in progress. You are hilarious, but you telling the truth. Work in progress says she has a lot of friends not to have someone wipe her ass when she needed. If I just think about this, I just start seeing, you know, there's this guy I like, and we're just, you know, we're still getting to know each other. We still trying to figure this out. Now, unless we are now to believe that they really have been like seeing each other pretty, you know, as consistent as possible, living in different states, but doing so over a 3-year period. I mean, I'm just wondering if we are to believe that that's what happened. Okay, then maybe she would let this guy, maybe she would let this guy help her in her time of need. But if she had only seen him 5 times, do you think on the 6th time I want him wiping my ass and helping me put on a diaper? Like, that ain't cute. So surely if she had some real friends, that's who she would call, right? You make a good damn point there, work in progress. For her to have all these damn friends, why weren't they wiping her ass? Hell, she got a bunch of siblings. You couldn't find, and was living with one at one point. Like, you got a child, you got a daughter, you got a granddaughter, and you have friends, and nobody could wipe your ass but Nesto. Ciao.
They're just waiting around for a plea. That's all it is. Just plea everybody out because they don't give a fuck. And then they keep y'all in there so long that y'all desperate for a plea because y'all just want to get out. And that's how they do it. They give y'all fake ass charges, hold y'all in there, and hopes of we'll wear them down. So by the time we get to this, that, and the other, we don't have to come up with none of this evidence or anything because we're going to just wear him down and then offer him a plea, and then he'll just leave. And if once you take the plea, you can't sue because you're sitting there admitting to it.
Okay.
It's just a game. That's all.
Okay.
They need to. You got court when Monday?
Yeah. So yeah. Okay. Just check your thing.
Okay.
All right. So, listen. I love you very much. Yeah. That's all I can really say right now. Keep it on where you're going. Yeah. That's it. Cause this right
What
here.
did the doctor say?
Huh?
You been to the doctor?
I go back tomorrow.
And what are they looking at? Could it be all the stress you're dealing with?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely stressed because I'm not stressed. I'm stressed because
You're stressed.
I'm stressed because of the due process has been violated. That's what I'm stressed
How?
about.
The game.
But no,
How has the due process been violated? Okay, actually, can you guys hear me? I just got a signal on or a message about my connection. If you can hear me, put a 1 in the chat for me, you guys. Oh, okay. Buckeye 99 says yes. Okay, you can hear me. Okay. So how has his due process been damn violated? In what way? How so, sir? They just don't like the fact that they are not in control. They don't like the fact that they don't know what they have on him. And they don't know who all is talking to whom. And they don't like the fact that they can't talk on the phone without other people hearing them and us breaking down shit and us doing our own investigating. They don't like that. This is the problem right here. It's the not knowing that has them worried, which makes them want to act as if they are freaking victims or that he is a victim and that he is being violated. But never mind all the people. It's interesting when the person who has been doing the violating complains about being violated. Ain't that it? Ain't that something else? Well, let's listen.
I done wrote all these letters to these different people. I ain't calling them names. They know who they are, so now I call them names. And I asked for certain things to be done because I know it's a certain time limit. And they reset me again. That shit wasn't right. Reset.
Oh yeah, they that's what they did. That they dismissed and brought it back just to reset you.
No, they didn't ever dismiss it. That's a lot.
And they still got the old case sitting on it. Sitting on you too.
It's on there. I ain't making this up.
But here's the thing: you weren't paying attention. It was very clear that if it was going to be dismissed, it wasn't dismissed with prejudice. That it was being dismissed for a period of time because they said they would revive it in an indictment. They said they would do it. They were going to revive it. It going away that day didn't mean it was going away forever. They made it clear. It was just a technicality if it were to be dismissed that day. Or if, come on now, sir, the due process has not been violated. Did your attorney tell you that? Like, I don't know why you and Sonya think y'all know the law better than your own attorneys. Come on now.
You can pull it up. Everything's on video now. You can pull it up. I'm not making this stuff up.
Yeah, we know. We saw it.
That's all I can really say. Brain just stagnated right now. Yeah, I've seen.
Make sure you text me what you need what, because I don't want to say anything on my behalf. I just want it to be you say whatever you need to say, and I'll send it to him.
I got that part. I got. I understand what's going on.
Because it don't count unless you say it anyway.
I know.
Because they'll say, well, she's not a true family member, so we can't, so it's got to come from you.
No, I got it.
I mean, I could send it, but it's got to, he's got to read it like it's coming from you.
I got what I'm going to say because it ain't right, man. It ain't right. And I ain't getting in front of nobody who's not listening. That's the problem. When nobody's listening, and on top of that, You got to have somebody who understand. Yeah, you might can know the law, but if you don't know how to talk, it don't do you no good anyway.
Right.
It ain't gonna do you no good. With the law thing, that don't do nothing if you don't know how to talk with the law.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem. So I'm in here 21 months. 21 months.
So let me get this straight. He believes that even though his attorneys may know the law, if they don't know how to talk with knowing the law, it doesn't matter. Okay. How do you know that they don't know how to talk? How do you know none of the attorneys that you hired and none of the attorneys that have been appointed to you, none of them that know the law know how to talk to? I think they teach you how to talk in law school. Now, are some better than others? Sure they are, right? But if nothing else, they practice standing up and talking about the law that they learned. Okay, I just want you to know that they do that, Nesto. I think the problem is when they are talking to you, you don't understand what people are trying to tell you. And neither does your friend Sonya, the paralegal who worked with the Innocence Project and in criminal law. Now, y'all don't understand it, but I think everybody else gets it. Okay?
I take 1 month for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
That's the irritating part about it. I'm in here for something I didn't even do. Have no clue what the fuck these people are talking about. And I'm getting drugs to the mud. Now, I said, this is the killing part that really pisses me off. There's nothing I can do. I ain't killed nobody. Murderers.
No, they purposely didn't give you an interview because they didn't want you to alibi yourself. They wanted you to sit in there because they knew they could play the time game. That's why they stagnated your charges. And every 2 to 3 months, they kept throwing on a new charge when they could have did everything at one time because they were trying to play the little time game. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all it was. And it's just a time game. So that they can just drag it out.
Every time I go to up on here, it's the exact same thing since day one.
Now, I will say this. There's a good amount of truth right there that they didn't grant him an interview, maybe because they didn't see the point in it. If a liar is just going to lie, what is the point? And if they're still gathering information, what's the point? They don't have to give him an interview. Okay, that's the first thing. But the other part is, were they playing a time game? Yeah, I believe they were. And I believe that's a loophole in the whole process. And they used it to their advantage to give them the best opportunity to build a case against him. Yes. And when we say build, we mean gather the data necessary to prosecute him effectively. So, when they say build a case, they make it sound as if people are creating facts and lying on him or trying to bamboozle the system. No. When I say building a case, I specifically mean gather the details necessary, interview the victims, effectively, so that they gather the data necessary to prosecute him. And they know that if his ass is outside, he's going to be calling and hell, he damn near attempted to call and try to intimidate a witness directly and or indirectly from in there. So had Sonya not stopped his ignorant ass, they would have called. I wish she, of all times for her to act smart, I wish she hadn't have in that moment, because I would have loved to see him get himself all jacked up there. Excuse me. I'm sorry, y'all. So I say all that to say that it's very interesting that he doesn't want to take any accountability for anything. He doesn't know why they are treating him like this. The bottom line is, you have done people so wrong, so dirty for so long that it has come back to bite you in the booty hole. Okay? No pun intended. wasn't a pun, but you know what I'm saying. You have really got yourself in a situation now, sir, that you cannot wiggle out of like you have in the past. Okay? So I think that's what has him all messed up. And Sonya is just over here talking shit and blowing smoke up his arse. You know, it's pathetic.
I got it all wrote down, and they got it all mixed all over the place. So, well, I don't know what's going on right here. That's all confusing. No, I got it all wrote down. Every time, every day, every hour, everything, every word these people done said, I got it wrote down.
Good.
It's documented down. I'm not making none of this stuff up. So it is what it is. Yeah, I'm frustrated. What can I do about it? I gotta wait till my time. When does my time come? That shit could be 2 years from now.
So, no, we're not trying to look at that. Do I have all of the transcripts?
I'll talk to you.
I'm gonna make a copy of it and send it to the guy who I've been with the news, who's been doing a lot of the stories on Fulton County. So,
well, okay. Yeah, that's it. I don't even really want to talk anymore. This should just be more and more mad I get because it ain't right. It ain't right. It ain't right. It ain't right at all. And the evidence that I got, I'm supposed to be free right now.
Well, why haven't you?
Right now.
Now let's be clear about something. This is the part that really gets under my skin. He keeps saying, with the evidence that I have, I should be free. If he had evidence and his attorneys have that evidence, the attorneys know how to present that to the prosecutors to avoid having to even go to trial. Like, nobody wants to waste their time and energy going to trial for some shit, knowing that you got evidence that refutes everything we thought about you. Like, it doesn't make sense. What does make sense is you ain't got no damn evidence. And everything you're calling evidence just isn't applicable. Like him thinking that having a video of his daughter having a nervous breakdown of any sort of, psychotic, mental breakdown, watching that does not mean that you didn't do something over here to her. Like, one does not have to have anything to do with the other. Like, both things could be true. She can have a mental breakdown and you could have violated her in some fashion. But see, that's not how he's looking at it. He wants to act as if he's got, just because Sonya may have been able to prove that he bought coffee at 9 a.m. in Houston doesn't mean by 7 p.m. on that same day, he couldn't have been in Atlanta violating somebody and breaking the law. Like the shit that they are calling evidence is probably the bigger issue, because the truth is, if you had evidence, they would have let you go. It would be that simple. You would not be behind bars if you had irrefutable evidence that you could not have done what they said you did. So bullshit.
Yeah.
And I know what I'm talking about. I just saw old boy manager shot and kill somebody out his place of business. All that, I get all of that. But the prosecutor did not want to go further with the case.
Good point, Black But Not Bitter. Black But Not Bitter said, if he has the evidence, what does he have Sonya working on? That's the point. What is she working on? What is she doing? So now she's asking him if she has all of the transcripts. Do you know what dates he went to court? Can't you look at his case records and see what days he went to court, and you tell yourself whether or not you have all the transcripts? Like, how does the man in jail who can barely type or read or really knows how to look shit up on a computer, how is he going to tell you what you have and what you need when you know he doesn't even know what he needs his damn self. Help me with that. I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Seen murderers in here get bond way less than what I got. With criminal background history. All of this is straight bull.
Gang
charges and all on top of it. I've seen it from my own eyes. I ain't gotta, I got to do some research. No, I've seen it with my own eyes. I've been in a courtroom.
Can you start writing down names? I need names.
Names of
I gotta have some names of examples of what you're talking about.
It's all on TV.
Okay, well, I don't watch TV. I don't watch that local news stuff.
Okay, not a problem.
Just I need all the names you think of, everybody that's in there, all of that. I need all of that.
Yeah.
Because like I said, one thing ain't going to make a difference, but 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 situations makes a difference.
Well, here's the thing, too. Now, she's saying she don't watch news like that. She don't watch TV like that. But if she needs something that's off the news, shouldn't she be watching the news? Isn't it her job, if she wants to come out here and make sure that he gets the best possible chance at a fair trial, and she wants to get things to the news stations, but she don't want to watch the news to see what they're saying on the stations as it is, and how do they cover stories already? Do they appear to be fair? Who seems to be an advocate for victims, like someone like Nesto, since Nesto's a victim, doesn't it make sense for her to do her research about the different stations so that she can, in the same way she wanted to use the bloggers, why can't she reach out to the news stations, do her research there? Like, none of this makes sense to me. None of it. But okay.
Man, you're
going to ask the man in jail to get her details off the TV. Like he has access to TV like that and doesn't have to share it with 118 other men. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
Just go to their case log and tell you that.
Huh.
It's kind of hard to kind of like, you get me to try to find something. You on the easier end because you right there when I'm talking to him, and you can be like, oh damn, for real, and then name, you know what I'm saying? And all you need to give me is a name and a date of birth, and I can get it from there. I can get it from there.
So let me get this straight. You want Nesto to go around the jail and ask people for their real names and date of birth in the jail? Ask them without them questioning what this con man wants with their name and date of birth? Huh? And getting all up in their business. My understanding now, I only know this from TV. I only know this from the movies. But these mother suckers don't always like to tell you what they in for. They don't want you digging all in their business. So now you want him to, inconspicuously, I guess, walk around and talk about, what his story is, and ask them what's going on with their cases, and then also ask for their name and date of birth while he's at it. Girl.
Well, I just need name and a date of birth,
Yeah.
And the more I'm telling you, the more better, because
a lady 747 says she's trying to get Nesto shanked. Okay, I thought you were supposed to mind your damn business in jail. That's what I thought. Shit. And now she running around here. She want Nesto to ask these people their personal business about their cases and their date of birth. Are you freaking kidding me? Ciao, bye. Hey, Fedora.
You're not the only person getting through.
Do me a favor, y'all. Please hit the like button. Let's get this pushed through the algorithm, okay? Thank you so much, y'all.
Yeah, so one can cry and get attention, but if 10 people cry, you're going to get the attention. You're going to get the attention. But hopefully everything will go like it's supposed to tomorrow. And I hopefully by the end of the week I can get the phone records. And then too, Apple is transferring everything. I just got to look at it from your phone. And then I got a friend he's like a hacker whiz type person that knows me and everything, and he's helping me on some other stuff too. So because I'm thinking if they release your phone, I feel like they're gonna do something to it. But as long as it's not, I can get everything deleted off of it because you need the text messages. But a guy was telling me another way I can get them because that's gonna tell the tone of all of these situations is those text messages.
I know it is. This whole
situation is. And they know it because they read them. They went through all your phone and read all of that stuff. So they went in there knowing what the tone was, and they knew.
Yeah.
They knew what it was. But because you had a prior, you just easy mark. That's all. You got your prior, and he's guilty because you did this. They try to rat on that prior.
Yeah, but I'm not guilty. I'm not guilty at all. I'm not guilty at all. So, okay. All right, then. Ernest, you doing okay yourself?
I'm fine.
For everything I told you, you see I wasn't lying.
Hey, Auntie Nose Kitchen. She always lying, ain't she, child? That's her middle name, child.
Everything I done told you since day one. You see what I'm talking about. I ain't making this shit up. I'm not making it up.
Yep. And then I got some other stuff too from that time frame. So I got specifics so I can pull on when they come back with the records, I can pull and it'll show me when exactly the conversation started because I got the number that person had at the time.
Yeah.
Because I got your contact. Yeah, so.
No, I understand.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. They ain't gonna come see me this week and be some bullshit again. I already know what I'm gonna do. So just look out for
you need to
I got
don't when you go to court, don't let them get the last word. You need to tell her that too. Don't let them get the last word. When they come up with with crazy shit out their mouth, that is a used computer and images. If that's what they saying they are, they need to go ahead and indict right now on that. They don't need to wait because there ain't no evidence. Y'all had the same situation for over a year. You need to indict on that right now. And
let me understand this. If there's no evidence, how could they know that the pictures exist? If there's no evidence, how did they associate those pictures to him without understanding that he owned the computer that said pictures were found on? What do you call evidence if not pictures on a device that belongs to him and was in his possession at the time of his arrest? Can someone help me? What kind of damn evidence more than that do they need to have? It was his computer in his possession. Are we serious? It's a whole lot of AI going on, Go Roro. It is a whole lot of AI going on around here.
Indict on that case right now. There's no way. There's no reason for you not to. There's no other evidence you need. It's a cut and dry situation. You said
you're right. There is no more evidence they need in order to establish that a law was broken and that he needs to be accountable for said law. Now, unless you can somehow prove that he never had access to that computer until that day, 5 minutes before the police arrested his ass, then I don't know how else or what else. I don't know. I don't understand. This is his computer, yes? The pictures are on his computer, were they not? Like, this is the last example you should have used. You should have gone back to your civil argument regarding those ladies and the theft. Okay, you had a better chance of convincing somebody of that shit than you do talking about these pictures on that computer. We don't even need any more evidence than that to know that he should be held accountable on some level. Okay, so go somewhere, girl. You slow. I don't understand this.
You got my computer, you got my phone. Let's go to court. It ain't nothing else to it.
His thing, it don't work like that. It don't. I've been telling you for months and months and months. It don't work like that. These folks set your shit up under the table, stacks and stacks, and we'll get to it when we get to it. We got them stuck now.
Or even Judge Ab. I forgot who your judge is going to be. Somebody told me.
His name is Brooks. That's his name.
Yeah, it starts with a B. Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I don't know anybody down there, but I'm going to have a conversation with
that's okay. You ain't got to do all that talking. I already know. They're all in your right now.
All day, every day. So, I mean, it's cool. I mean, at this point, I disconnect. I stop watching and looking. And, the best thing is not to even pay attention to all of that. Because all it is reality TV to them. That's all.
Sure is.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Well, no worries on that.
Who?
No worries on that. Just send me what you want me to tell him.
Yeah, okay. We'll get that in a few. All right, thank you very much. What you say something else to say?
Nothing. I'll write you on that. I'll send it in the mail.
All right, okay. All right, later.
All right, bye.
Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
In this next call.
Hold on. Before we move on to that, go roll. Thank you again for becoming a member, again for renewing your membership. I appreciate it, my love. Okay, back to these fools. Okay, I don't know if Sonya just speaks to hear herself speak, or when I hear her saying she's working on his stuff, she ain't doing nothing for herself. Nothing else is going on. She's just out here working for him. But we can't see what she's produced. That's what's interesting. And if we can't see it, that it doesn't matter. But can he see anything? What has she done for him? Remember, he did speak on her to Dre, talking about she thorough. Or I think it was Dre he was talking about she thorough as hell. Well, I can't tell. I don't see the thoroughness. I don't see it. Because if she was truly thorough, she would be talking to some attorneys that could really break down the law for her and explain to her what it is that he's facing and why the laws are what they are, and that they're criminal and not civil. Things like that. If she was really working to understand this from the vantage point of the state in which he has been arrested in, I don't know all this talk about what they do in Ohio and what happens in Florida or anywhere else for that matter doesn't even matter. You should be out here, with your boots to the ground, if you will, out here knocking on doors. And when I say doors, I mean, you need to be in that courthouse trying to figure out what you can find out. You need to be over there talking to the attorneys that, he has given you access to and permission to talk to get a better understanding of how this case needs to be fought. Like, there's so many other things you could be doing. You could be out here working a job so you can put money on his books and continue to pay these phone bills so that you all can strategize better and with a clearer understanding of the expectations of the law in Fulton County. All right. So you can educate your man on what he should and shouldn't do. Or you would have better talking points and be more concise about what it is you want the public to know about Nesto, and going to reputable news reporters to get that story out. Okay. See, you're mad at the bloggers, but the bloggers, that's actually who you went to get help. You went to, now I'm not saying you came to me, but I am saying that you did go to Tasha K. You specifically on your own went to Tasha K because you wanted to utilize her platform, her 1 million subscribers to get the story out and to garner support for your man. Now that's what you wanted. That's what you wanted. And you allowed people like myself, Sylvia, Judge Fifi, Stiletto Bosses, and whomever else you interviewed with. You interviewed with us so that you could get the story out even more. And I'm not fooled into believing that it was all a selfless act. No, I think you liked the attention as well. And you wanted that attention. You could kill two birds with one stone. You could come out here, fight for your man, get the story out while also garnering the attention you like to have. That's what I think. You wanted a name for yourself. You wanted people to see your face. You wanted a platform to stand on so that you could get what you needed out of it too. That's what I think. Yep. The problem is it didn't go the direction you thought it was going to go. You wanted to use the bloggers as long as it was you using the bloggers. But what you saw was that the bloggers were winning while you were losing. And that for every interview you did, you contradicted yourself over and over again, which then it impacted the credibility that you really had. And you didn't make your man look any better. It made your man look worse because now he's got someone out here who's lying, who's disingenuous, and who is coming out here and speaking on something when obviously they don't have all of their facts in order. And the people aren't buying it. And now you want to pull the support away from the bloggers because the bloggers are effing up the case. But we can't F up anything. We're literally listening to what you all put out here and we give an opinion. And it just so happens that I think 98% of all the bloggers are on the same page about what the hell we see going on out here. Okay, you might have 2% out here who believe that Nesto is innocent, but I think 90+% of people who are blogging about this case all kind of stand on the same side of the fence. And we didn't need each other to come to that conclusion. I didn't look at somebody I liked to come to that conclusion. No, I listened to the shit myself, and I see that y'all are on some BS. Sheesh. Anywho, all right, y'all. So let's go on to the next one, shall we? Let's do it. Actually, before we do that, I'm going to ask that you all please hit the like button. And if you want to support the channel, you can always send a super chat or Cash App or PayPal. We'll be right back after this. Hey, everybody. Hey, let me say this. Hey, Randy and T-Rain, thank you for being a member for 3 whole months. Beautiful blessings, sis. Hey, beautiful blessings to you and Randy as well. Okay. Okay, look, so I unshared for a second because I want to come out here. I figure out, let's look at the text messages that came through Actually, I'll go back to the first. Come back to from April 1st. And the next call we're going to listen to takes place on the 6th. Okay. So I'm going to read text messages from the 1st through the 5th right now. Y'all okay with that? Okay. Let's, all right. I found my space. Let me share my screen. Okay. Let me see. Let me share the screen. Uh-oh. Let me make it big. All right. Actually, I'm going to come off the screen and I'll remove the banner. All right. So everybody can get a good look. So we're going to start over here at April 1st, 2024, which is the day before that call we just listened to. And I'm going to go through to April 5th. All right. Hold on one second, y'all. All right. Okay. So it starts off with Ernest saying, good morning. I miss you. And then Sonya responds, good morning, love. Miss you. All right. And then Ernest says, heard back from the clerk today, and my bond amount says $2,800,000, which means the DA literally added the same charge and bond to the previous one, which was apparently never dismissed in the system. That's a clear case of double jeopardy. See, this is precisely why we know that he either has a comprehension problem, or it's willful ignorance. I don't know. But I can't wait to see how Sonya responds to this. But a clear case of double jeopardy, really? Really? Nesto, that's not double jeopardy, sir. Okay? Double jeopardy means you were tried for a case, the same exact case, 2 times. Okay? That means if let's say you were charged with a CP and they find you not guilty. Okay? They cannot come back and charge you for that again. Not for that particular situation, okay? That would be double jeopardy. The problem is, sir, you have not been tried and you have not been adjudicated guilty or not guilty. So therefore, this is not a clear case of double jeopardy, okay? I am not an attorney, okay? I am not, but I am a reader, okay? I am a conscious citizen, okay, who has read a book or a newspaper or a magazine in my day and time, all right? And at some point I read that, okay? And when I read it, I put that in my mental Rolodex and it sits there like all of the other information that is valuable to me walking the planet as an American. Okay. Ciao. All right. Let me go back. Did he say this is a clear case? Okay. All right. Let me get into this again. I gotta say this again. That's a clear case of double jeopardy, as I'm being charged for the same exact charge, just separate dates of an arrest. I need you to hound Joe and Hannah. They obviously aren't doing their job. See, this is why Hannah is like, don't contact me. Okay? Because these idiots don't listen. They hear what they want to hear. And if it does not align with the narrative that they would like to stick to, they will call you crazy and say you don't know what you're doing and that you're obviously not doing your job. These people who went to law school and that have been barred in practice in the state of Georgia and have been doing so longer than he's been charged with these crimes. So I think they got a heads up on their knowledge and his. Anywho, I went from 1.3 million to over 2 million in bond. What the F does that? How the F does that happen? My defense needs to address this and have it cleared prior to me going to court. And I also found out the judge's name is Brooks, whom I'll be in front of on the 8th. Let them know that as well. But this is crazy. Shake my head. I have a bond like a person accused of serial murder. Hell, some murderers have lower bonds. This is ridiculous. No, sir. It is ridiculous that you don't understand how the law works and that you couldn't stop breaking it. That's what's horrible and ridiculous. Hey, the Sage. Thank you so much for the memberships. Thank you so much. Hold on. The Sage. So the Sage just gifted 5 memberships. Prominent Woman, A Lady 747, Penelope S, Truth, Religion, and TD Will all have been gifted memberships. Please send your love to the Sage. Thank the Sage for gifting those memberships. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I appreciate you, the Sage. Thank you for your support. Oh, thank you. Me and the Sage go back, okay? We go back. All right? So thank you, the Sage. I love that. All right, y'all. This is ridiculous, okay? But let's keep going, shall we? This fool. Then Ernest says again, my bond is, he changed it. My bond is $2,008,000. And then here comes Sonya responding, wow, text me like you're talking to Doug what you want me to do. I'll send it to him. Okay. So then she says, what are you doing? Okay. He was probably typing this paragraph here for at least 4 to 6 hours. So I don't know why she's rushing him. Okay. But that's neither here nor there. Let me just read what he says. I'm just trying to process this shit because everything Doug told me seems to be untrue. They said they had my back, but every hearing the DA has been hitting me hard. The last bond hearing on the 11th of March, Hannah told Judge she was going to submit the bond motion that night and follow up with the DA. It didn't happen. If I can get is 9661 case off me, I'll be a little better. I don't know what that means. If I can get is 9661 case off of me, I'll be a little better. There isn't any evidence, but nobody is listening. How can you be in the same building as the public defender and the DA, but won't communicate? Ernest, who says they're not communicating? And Ernest, maybe it's their communication with you that is the problem. Maybe they are trying to communicate what is going on, and because you don't understand it, you think they're doing something wrong. And that's not the case at all from what we can see. All right. This is so weird. Do you hear me? So weird. Hold on one second. Aries One, thank you so much in support of your channel. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you guys for the love. And that's what I'm saying, Shirley. See, who says there is no evidence? You just don't know what the damn evidence is. Doesn't mean that there isn't any. I mean, you didn't at that time, but by now, because of discovery, you should know what they have. I believe that's why you're quiet. Finally, quiet. A little too late, though. Okay, so let's go up. So Sonya says, bank records are coming. Phone records, too. Proof where you were and when you started talking to her. Plus, her texting you. Are you okay? Is her concern for your well-being, not fear. Text messages can be retrieved even if deleted. I know it's hard, but still fighting for the truth to come out. All right, so now we're on to the second. Remember the call that we just listened to was from the second, though. This says, good morning, babe. That's Sonya. And then she says, call me on 404. Nothing wrong. And I guess he must have tried to call. Maybe something happened. And she said, call again, 404. So finally, he responds and says, send some new pictures of May. B will feel maybe. Okay, child. Okay, I'm going to read the words that are here, and then I'm going to take a stab at what I believe he's actually really trying to say. Okay, here we go. The words as they appear on the page. Send some new pictures of maybe will feel better today. I love you. I'm upset the way things are going. That's all, baby, and miss you at the same time. Okay. So this is what I believe he was trying to communicate. Send some new pictures, and maybe that will make me feel better today. I love you. I'm upset at the way things are going. That's all, baby. And I miss you at the same time. See, that's what he wanted to say. That's what he wanted to say. Okay. All right. Okay. Then she says, okay, love, I will send you a pic. I miss you more. See, she understands this language. I would bet, though, it'd be like, falling in love with a man, from a different country, a man who speaks an entirely different language. So I would bet that if you could find it in your heart to fall in love with them, you all had figured out some sort of way to communicate with one another, and you are teaching one another how to speak your languages. That's what I'm imagining is going on in this relationship, because she understood fully. She said, okay, love, I will send you a pic. I miss you more. See, she heard what he had said. Okay, she knew it. All right. On the second still, he says, send me pics of you and them headlights. How old are these people? Okay. How old are these people? Send me some pics of you and them headlights. I need some excitement in my life. Jesus. Sheesh. Feel like my manhood going through the ground. Trying to control my responses in between. So when I get quiet like that, it's because I really want to say something in that moment, but I shouldn't, because I probably should just be quiet until I read it all the way through. But I'm being honest with you and letting you know that there may be times when I may have to pause just to swallow the new words that really want to come out of my mouth. Okay. So let me go back. Let me go back. Feel like my manhood going through the ground. And make sure they're new ones. I will send the forward message to you in the AM because it's long and it won't go through the night. I've got all my facts together for her to present in preliminary. There should be no reason why she can't deliver. It was good to hear your voice, but it irritates me that we can't speak how we want. Even if we wanted to make love on the phone. Oh, by the way, we're reading these now too. Hey, Sonya, Ernie, we're reading. Yeah, you might as well have tried to have the make loving on the phone, because we reading that. That's what you want to do. Okay. You should have just said that, because we reading it. So I don't think you any. Okay. It was good to hear your voice, but it irritates me that we can't speak how we want. Even if we wanted to make love on the phone. Can't even do that. LOL. I want to be excited for the evidence, but it seems like it's being held up. So I'm just going to stay patient. And then I'm trying to figure out what moves you gonna make, or who you plan to get the info to in order to have me released. Because as you can see, the DA doesn't care about the truth, to be honest. You have a wonderful night, though. Pics, pics, pics. Ha, 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 ha. Ciao. All right. So now we're on to the 3rd. This is April 3rd. And this is Sonya. Good night, lover. See here, why is she calling him lover? I call y'all my lovers. Hello, lovers. Why is she's a copycat. Okay. She's a copycat. She wishes her relationship with Nesto was as good as the one that you and I have with one another. You know what I'm saying? We're honest with one another. We're smart. We can speak and communicate to one another and with one another, and we understand one another fully. She could only pray for such a thing. Okay. We understand that we may want certain things in life, but when it's explained to us that we just can't have them the way we want, we take that in, we deal with our emotions with that, and then we keep it pushing like an adult does. We have great emotional intelligence. Now, these two, not so much. She's jealous. Tell her to stop calling him things that I call you guys. All right. Anywho, good night, lover. Sometimes I don't care about YouTube in our business. It's our life, us. Sometimes, really? What times is that, Sonya? Because we can't tell. It seems like y'all are very pressed. But all right. Then he responds and says, good morning, my love. I do understand. I love you. All right. She says, good morning, handsome man. Love you. Mm-hmm. Then she says, just left the bank. I should know something no later than tomorrow. It was information missing from form. Remember, let me know what you need Doug to know about court. State to Hannah in court not to concede to the charges. That computer was used. Where was the video stored in the computer? Date of download and date last opened and IP address. That lack of hair and hand size does not determine age. Dismissal of all charges. Plus, what was the reason for the dismissal and new charge? What is the judge's name? I will write them. I love you. Okay, so let's take this slow. Sonya says, I knew I should know something no later than tomorrow. Information missing from form. Now, let me say this. The reason why I am even going to even acknowledge this statement is because what I feel, this is just from me looking and listening to Sonya. When she's asked to take care of business, it never gets taken care of when she says it's going to get taken care of. Call me crazy, but that's what I have noticed. I have noticed that quite often Sonya comes and says, "Oh, I'm going to do this tomorrow." Or Nesto says, "Hey, take care of this and contact this person or do this." It's never done the way or within the time frame in which she says it's going to happen. There's always an excuse. I say that to say, I believe she's lying. I don't think there was anything missing from a form. If anything, she submitted the form late and she wants to make sense as to why it's going to take longer to get the answers she needs. That's my thought. Okay. That's the first thing. She says, remember, let me know what you need Doug to know from court and state to Hannah in court not to concede to the charges. So now she's telling Hannah how to litigate. Right. And she wants to point out that computer was used. Where was the video stored in the computer, the date of download and the date last opened and the IP address. Ma'am, I'm sure they have those details. No doubt about it. And I think that the things you are talking about now that they need to check to ensure whether or not it was him or not, trust and believe. Trust and believe. Nesto doesn't like you asking those damn questions because Nesto knows he downloaded that shit. He knows that. If this is an old used laptop, trust and believe. Once they figured out when it was purchased, and when it was, and you can prove when it was purchased, especially if it came from a pawn shop, I'm sure they have records of that. When you go there, I bet you that they could figure out when that was purchased and if it aligns with the download date. Okay. Because if nothing else, I bet he told his attorney the date that he purchased that computer. And if he did, and where he purchased it from, and the attorney could get that information, these charges would have been dropped. It's not that simple though. You know why? Because this dude did it. But nevertheless, and then the lack of hair and hand size does not determine age. Sonya, it's not a matter of me and you looking at a child or a picture and making that determination. We're talking about experts. We're talking about people who have worked these types of cases and who have seen these types of photographs, and their job is to make these determinations based upon the research and their education on the matter. These are experts. Okay. They didn't ask me and you or a random mother, to come around here and say, what y'all think? Okay. We're talking about people who have been investigators or doctors or whoever. You can best believe an expert was able to determine an approximation of age of these children in the pics. Anywho, dismissal of all charges, plus what was the reason for dismissal and new charge? Look, they told you it wasn't going away. They told you that. I know that you all you missed that, but it wasn't lost on me the first time I viewed it. And I've seen it multiple times since then. And it only takes one good time to hear it to understand it was never going away. There was some technical reason as to why it didn't go away completely, or it didn't go away that day. The bottom line is this: it was never going to go away fully. And they said that, but never mind that, right? All right. So anywho, let's go to her next message on the 3rd, the same day. Sylvia set a visit with you tomorrow. If you do not want to see her, just don't go out. Ooh, shake my head. My visit is Sunday now. Oh, wait a minute. So Sylvia set a visit with you for tomorrow, but if you don't want to see her, just don't go out there. If he doesn't want to see her and you're talking to him and her, why not tell her, unfortunately, I don't think he wants to see any visitors right now. I'm not even going to go see him, or I'm going to go see him tomorrow, but he said he doesn't want to see him. Why are you smiling in Sylvia's face and telling your boyfriend if he doesn't want to deal with her, just don't show up? Just basically don't go out there? Sylvia, you're reading these messages. You read them. We know that you did. I don't give a damn. I know you said you ain't reading them. You had no desire to read them. That's a lie. You're reading them. And even if you weren't going to read them, I bet you're reading them now. You know why? Because people are coming back and telling you that Sonya's been talking about you in the text messages with Nesto. So I'm sure, I am positive you have read them and you know what they say. And it sounds like your friend ain't being a friend, because I tell my friends the truth. All right. Hell, I'll tell a non-friend the truth. Shit. I just don't see the reason to lie about shit. I mean, there's a way to say things, but for you to be all sneaky talking about don't go out there if you don't want to see her. Look, if he don't want to see her, he could tell you that, and you can tell her. Why let the lady drive an hour out of the way? Sylvia, that's not your friend. Okay? That is not your friend. She is saying, F your gas, F your efforts. You're going to drive, and your time. You're going to drive an hour one way to see a Negro that may not even come out to see you. You done drove an hour, but he won't even walk 2 minutes down to the phone to meet you. Child, okay. If you say so. Ooh-wee. All right. I hope you saw that. Okay, so then we're on the 3rd, and it's still the same day. And Ernest responds, questions for preliminary hearing. If Ernest Williams had only a body warrant on July 6, 2022 from a previous investigation and was observed walking around a parking lot, taking pics and videos of a prospective rental property, no longer operating the Ford F-359, why then, after this arrest, was the truck impounded versus allowing Williams to have someone of his discretion come to recover the vehicle? Why was the vehicle searched after Williams was taken into custody? Wait, what? Why was the vehicle searched after Williams was taken into custody? Because isn't that the procedure? That's probable cause, isn't it? If you are roaming around and you have a search warrant. I mean, I'm just guessing. I could be wrong, but it seems like they had a right to search the vehicle at that point. But anywho, how did the laptop relate to executing the body warrant? or relate to a theft by deception charge in which the warrant derived from. The vehicle did not belong to Williams as it was registered to someone else, correct? So how does any content found within the vehicle belong to him? So are you saying that Shirley, since the vehicle belonged to Shirley, are you suggesting that maybe Shirley is the one who downloaded CP to the computer? Because the someone else whose car it belonged to was your wife, Shirley. So are you saying that anything in there should have been tied to Shirley and not him? I mean, I'm sorry, to you? Because this ain't even Sonya out here throwing this around. This is this Negro trying to put it off on Shirley. Ain't that some shit? It was registered to someone else, correct? So how does any content found within the vehicle belong to him? How exactly did Officer Fields determine who was operating the vehicle if the windows were tinted, rolled up due to the AC blowing during July, which is maybe the hottest month of the summer, while supposedly driving past on Pine Grove Road? Wait, Pine Grove Road, that's where those houses were located. The houses that he never lived at. The houses that his friend lived at on one side, and on the other one, even though his name was on the, or not him, but Shirley's name was on the property, and that's the place he decided to park the cars at. That makes no sense. Why would he be driving down that street? He doesn't even go over there. Okay? Why would he be over there on that street? Is Fields suggesting that she just recognized Williams from a glance in passing and decided to follow him? How was Officer whatever with the Y conveniently on the scene in such a short period of time to pull behind the F-350? The same time as Fields. Were these officers already surveilling Mr. Williams, placing them conveniently on Pine Grove simultaneously, or was it mere unintentional coincidence? You can't have an intentional coincidence. Intentional coincidence is not a coincidence. It is intentional, right? So, okay, never mind. I know I'm getting caught up in something else. It's this grammar that fucks me up every time, okay? It takes me. It sends me. Okay, back to the subject at hand. Ernest, you are answering. Yes, Ernest, they have been investigating your arse. They've been watching you, sir. They've been paying attention to you. You weren't paying attention, but they're paying attention. You see what I'm saying? Anywho, okay, let's go up. So that was remember she said, type to Doug what you want to say to him, and I'll copy and paste it, right? I hope that when she copied that message that she also fixed it. Okay. I wish, but I bet that didn't happen, but I wish. All right. So Sonya responds and says, I sent to Doug. And then she sends another message. Okay. And then she sends another message and says, I just woke up. Miss you. I was watching this series last night. Lots of sex. It was good. I sent it all to Doug. Okay. Okay. Never mind. I'm not gonna make any comments. Okay. Nesto then responds and says, okay, I love you. And then he says, how are you doing, my love? And how is your day going? Okay. After that, then he responds again. He says, there are 3 paragraphs I sent. Make sure he gets all of them. Gets them all. Actually, I I need to stop trying to speak for him. He said, make sure he gets them all. Okay. I also sent you the case supplemental report for the charge and circled the date, which is incorrect. Pull the report out so you can match up the information. My aim is illegal search and seizure, which some of the questions are directed towards. I'm also down to my last $5. LOL. Hint, hint, send me some damn money. Okay. All right. Now, Ernest says again, another remark from him. Judge Brooks is the judge. And also make sure you inform Doug that this is all to be forwarded to Hannah tonight, ASAP. Okay. Then he comes with another message. Oh my, I need some more juice. Hold on. I need some water or something. Hold on. After determining the tag came back in Miss Strawberry's names, what would the initial traffic stop purpose have been? And Mr. Williams never exited the vehicle to walk the property lot of 1007 Alpharetta Highway. Is their body cam? I think they mean cam. Wait, what? Is their body can cottage? I think he meant is their body cam footage. Okay. Is there body cam footage of this encounter documented? Did officer disclose to Williams he was in back of patrol car, that she was made aware of his warrant because she observed a black Bentley in the driveway of 980 Pine Grove Road, which she considered to be suspicious and resulted in her running the plate on that Bentley? Any conversation during engagement in the patrol car would and should be recorded, correct? During the investigation, did investigators determine the laptop actually was owned by Williams at any point? Whose name is the laptop registered to? Has anybody from the discovered images proved to be underage? Can the lack of pubic hair and hand size make a clear determination or conclusion of age? Where within the device files were the images found? Were there any found in Mr. Williams's email inbox? Was Mr. Williams' internet search history research to make a determination to the possibility of these images being downloaded by him? And what IP address made the download of said images? Why was this charge dismissed and recharged again? Clearly, the same bond exists for the charge twice, which has raised the total bond amount significantly higher than it was previously. That is a major error which needs to be rectified. Oh, Lord, have mercy, Jesus. Okay. So it's very interesting that these are some of the things he wants to point out. So let me just look at this real quick. When I hear him saying that the tag belongs to Miss Strawberry, right? And he wants to point out too that how did they determine that the computer belonged to him and not Miss Strawberry, right? He's also suggesting, there was another part in here where I felt like he is really trying to make this Shirley's problem. Hold on. Let's go down. Where within, were there any found in, okay. When he says, where within the device files were the images found? Were there any found in Mr. Williams's email inbox? Was Mr. Williams' internet search history research to make a determination. See, here's the thing. Yeah, all those things probably happen, sir. And what IP address made the download of said images? See, because if the IP address is going to be registered to the owner of the computer, right? So is that what he's trying to get at? Again, if he says that Shirley bought the computer for him and it was bought at a pawn shop, you're still putting this either on her or the previous owners, which is very, very hard to believe. I'll just say that. And then I just wanted to make sure, was that the only thing that stood out to me right there in particular? Whereas it just seems like he's putting this off on Shirley or anybody but him. But even if that anybody is Shirley, he's with it. And that's the shit right there that's fucked up. Okay. So then here we've moved on to the next day. It's 4/4/24. Good morning, baby. That's from Ernesto. Sonya responds, good morning, lover. I'm going to send your court text to Hannah Friday because Doug doesn't respond to me. I want to make sure she has them. Hopefully the bank records are ready today. And then he says, okay, thank you, my love. Now do you see what I've been saying the whole time? I think he meant the whole time, but okay. Then he says, so what do you think about Sylvia? Not what do you think? Okay. What do you think about what he think? Okay. But anyway, he said, what do you think about Sylvia? And keep it real, baby. Ooh, I want to know. Then he says, I did the money today. Thanks, baby. I guess he meant he got the money or received the money. Okay. All right. So now Sonya responds. She told me she was no longer doing anything on her page about you. And I guess she changed your mind. I would not do it. Ooh. Hold on. So Sonya's saying that Sylvia said she told me she was no longer doing anything on her page about you. And I guess she changed her mind. I guess she meant her mind. Changed her mind. I would not do it. Interesting. Then she says, I think the least amount of exposure would be best. Okay. So this was before they were trying to figure out if they were going to use Sylvia, to do an interview, I guess. Interesting. Please hit the like button, y'all. Then he says, okay, cool. And then she responds again and says, they played all the calls from March between us. So no, she may try to talk about you and I. It's your choice, babe. So she's saying that, I guess, phone calls from prison released all the calls between he and Sonya from March. So she's thinking, don't do what? The interview? Okay. So then he says, we ain't talk about anything but the Bible. Also, I need you to please understand all the YouTube personality is petty to me. You're still here riding with me unconditionally. And as long as I understand your character, that's all that matters. And no matter what you had to say on her channel, nobody was going for it anyway. They already knew how much you cared for me from the beginning. So the one thing I do understand is that she gave me confirmation again that I'll be going home soon, no matter what they throw at me. It's obvious. Is it? Okay. She let it slip out that it's dirty tactics they're using and I'm innocent. She will be there Monday to continue documenting, and I sent a message through you for her, but you didn't send it. I hope you're taking the time to read my messages, and I hope you get the bank statements today to bring us closer. All right. So that's what he's saying to her. Mm-hmm. And she responds and says, I always read everything you send, sometimes twice. You matter to me. I'm glad you had a nice visit and you feel you got something from it. Did you? And then here's her next message. Did she speak on me at the visit? Uh-oh. Why? I wonder why she's asking. Did what's her name? Did Sylvia speak on her during her visit with Nesto? Interesting. Okay. And then he responds, no, baby, she didn't say anything about you at all. Did get something good out of the visit. I just got to keep going, baby. I love you. I guess he meant, yes, I did get something good out of the visit. Okay, got it. Then the next message he says, she knows I innocent because of you. She knows I innocent because of you. Okay. Okay. And then Sonya says, resend the message for Bible Lady. And then Sonya responds, we got approved for bank records, waiting for the last part. Hey, send me a text telling Hannah and Doug that I am the point of contact, that I'm the point of contact for your legal situation, that I am family and should be respected as such in writing. Love you. Oh, Lord, this heifer really needs to be counted. So now he's got to make a formal statement. I'm going to need you to tell your people that I'm allowed to be all up and through your business, okay? I am the point of contact for your legal matters. Have them discuss it with me, basically. That's what she said. All right. So then he responds, to whom it may concern, in the public defender's office, I, Ernest L. Williams, give Sonya Durham full consent to deal with my affairs while I'm incarcerated, including but not limited to communication with my attorneys regarding my cases with Fulton County. This notice was written April 4th, 2024. I authorize your office to share any information requested by Ms. Durham and to answer any questions she may have on my behalf as I speak with her on a daily basis. Thank you for your cooperation in advance, Ernest L. and the Williams. Okay. All right. Okay. So that's what she has said. Okay. Then Miss Buckeye, what you saying, Miss Buckeye 99? Says Sonya texted about your interview. Oh, really? I can't wait. Well, wait, when is it in this time period? Because my interview was January 31st. Okay, y'all gonna have to tell me where that is. I wonder if I'm gonna get to it. I want to know when that happened. Okay, all right, so let's see. All right, so then Ernest says, inform Hannah that I also have copied version of this same notice that I will bring to court Monday so that she may have as well in writing, giving you authority to communicate with her, etc. Okay. Oh, Bougie read the text today. Okay. Thank you. By the way, Miss Buckeye 99, thank you for the super chat. Ooh, I can't wait. V, where you find this energy? I told you I slept all day. Okay. I've been recovering. Okay. I that's why I got this energy. Okay. All right. So let's see. Okay, where are we? Let me go up. All right. Now Ernest is saying this. How long will it take to get the records from bank since it's all approved? Because when I see Hannah, I want to ask why, with that solid evidence, can't she get the case thrown out? And when are you planning to write the judge? And what have you heard, if anything, about the phone records? Tomorrow is Friday. As you already know, I was dogged out the last hearing. So this has got to be a better month than last. So this has got to, oh, my bad. I'm talking crazier than they talk. Okay. I'm sorry. So this has got to be a better month than the last. My bad, Ernest. That was, you were right. I was wrong. Okay. I'm sorry. I need to know tonight if I'm indicted yet. Okay. Sonya responds, we're still on the 4th. I'll be there. I picked the bank records up in the morning. The bank manager was very helpful and understood the importance of them. Then she responds again. You have to speak I'm court and ask for a speedy trial on the record. I think she meant you have to speak in court and ask for a speedy trial on the record. Do not let your attorney silence you. Oh God. If she does not put on the record, you have to. Make sure you bring your notes and tell her not to let any lie go to dispute all lies. Do not concede to the charges. The must request dismiss or indict to disclose all evidence. I think she meant they must request to dismiss or indict to disclose all evidence, okay? Do not sit in court and accept defeat. Ciao. Sonya is so funny. She is so not an attorney. It is so not funny, okay? So then Ernest says, I will be so happy to see you, my love, with a bunch of smiley faces, okay? She says, I will be in court. Really? So this is on the 4th of April. I will be in court. I need you to sit up with confidence in your innocence on Monday. If the records prove what we know, I will ask her to move for dismissal on the charges of January 8th, to file a motion tomorrow to be heard Monday. Fingers crossed. Mm-hmm. Then he says, yes. I'm innocent, baby. I love you. Thank you. Ciao. All right. It's the same day. Sonya then responds and says, call back. Okay. Now she responds again and says, I love you. All right. Now we're on to April 5th. And Sonya says, good morning, handsome man. And then he responds, good morning, baby. And then he says, how is your day going? And then she responds, it's going. I had to order your records. The branch only has some, but not the one we looking for. I have March through May of 2022. I miss you. And then he says, okay, my love, thanks. I know it's coming, baby. And then she responds and says, I love you. These YouTube females are crazy mad and huge shit starters. They are mad that Bible lady is visiting you, getting better video material than them. Lawsuit coming. What? First and foremost, ain't nobody mad at Sylvia, child. I'm not. Ain't nobody mad at Sylvia. Okay. If the point of her going there was to get better video content than us, well, that failed. All right. And that seems to be in contradiction to her explanation of God sending her to come up there to pray with him. So certainly God did not send her to pray for a man only so she could have better video content than the rest of us. Because I got news for you. That couldn't be the case, because even with her content, her video content from these interactions, it's still boring as all get out. It's boring as hell. All right. Both of them together are boring as hell. All right. I'm just saying. So it's not interesting to watch. They ain't talking about nothing. All I can tell is Sylvia wants him to pray for her as much as she prayed for him, and she want him to read some shit that he ain't never gonna read because he can't. That's all I see. That's all I see. So I don't know what you're talking about. Ain't nobody mad at Sylvia. Sylvia hasn't even been able to help her own channel with this content, let alone help ours. Okay? Because I would never volunteer to go up there to pray for this no good piece of stuff. But anyway, okay. Where we at? Now we are shit started. And lawsuit for what? But anywho, okay. So Nesto responds with LOL, LOL, and a smiley face. Okay. And then he responds after that and says, I love you so very much. And then he says, that visit was put today when she came yesterday. Wait a minute. Maybe he meant out. That visit was out today when she came yesterday. That's interesting. I don't know. Is he saying that she came the day before, but today she released the video to her channel? I don't know what he meant by that. Then he responds after that and says, what are you doing? And then she responds and says, trying to ignore the bullshit. Please call and let me hear your voice. Okay, so there we've stopped right there. That was all from April 1st through the 5th. Okay, y'all ready? Are y'all ready for us to go back to our video? Huh? Are you? So now we can go back over. Did y'all hit the like button? Let me check. Let me check. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see if y'all had did it. Did y'all do it? Let me see if y'all had did it. Oh, let's get. Come on now, hit that like button. Some of y'all ain't hit it now. We got 311 in the chat, 218 likes. Please hit the like button, okay? As we start our second half of this programming, okay? Native, are you up? Is everyone up? Are we ready? Okay, we're ready, Miss Buckeye. Miss Buckeye 99 is ready. If you all are ready, go get you some coffee. Okay, go get some coffee if y'all not ready. Okay, I'm just saying. Cause we out here. All right, we is outside. All right, so let me go back. And now we're going to hear the call from 4-6. Let me share the screen. Shall I? Let's see. We're going to share this here screen. We're going to the second call. All right. All right, Shay, tell us what's going on now, girl.
Nesto asks Sonya to call a YouTuber about a Bible verse. Sonya gives her opinion on the CP charges and talks about people being wrongly convicted. She goes on to say that she gets a lot of support from strangers concerning Nesto. Take a listen.
Hello?
Hi.
How you doing today?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good. Can you call the person that seen me the other day? I wanted to, if you can answer for me. They gave me a King James, and there's a verse that they asked me to read, so I couldn't get it all. So could you call them and ask them to send it to you real fast?
You want a King James verse?
No, it's a King James. It's a King James. It's a verse she wanted me to read, so I need to get it because I can't find it.
Oh, you need to know what the verse was.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'll find out what it is.
Okay. When you gonna do that?
When you want me to do it.
when you're not busy on your time. You know, I don't want to be just by me. I don't want your time to be just by me.
It's always
Really?
about you. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Well, you know, hey, you know, yeah.
Yeah, it's all about you right now.
Yeah, you could.
So they got back to me and they told me after 24 months they can't retrieve it.
What?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah.
That makes
so
no sense.
I know, but on the other thing, yeah, he put in a special order for that, so I'm gonna get that. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Because remember, it's two things I was trying to do. So yeah. Okay. So yeah.
How long?
But it's just probably a week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, probably a week. Hold on, let me find out about the King James version.
I'm confused.
Phone number.
Hold on. I'm guessing, is she talking about the bank records that they can only go back 24 months? That can't be true. Is that true? That can't be true. So is she talking about something else? If you all know that she's talking about something other than the bank records, put that in the chat, because maybe I'm missing something. But surely a bank can provide you with information more than 24 months prior, but I don't know. I mean, that can't possibly be true, I would think, because there are court proceedings all the time that reflect over multiple years of income and bank statements and things of that nature. So I'm not real sure what she's talking about. You should get a statement. Exactly. As a matter of fact, Penelope, you should be able to go back and select, but maybe you can't. You should get you should have an email. I don't understand. Oh well. Anywho. So now he needs this verse so bad. He had to call Sonya so that Sonya could get in touch. Look, let me tell you something. First of all, the fact that he's saying King James, I don't know if he means the book of James, which is actually, for many people, that's my favorite book in the Bible is James, because it talks about faith. And it's very short, and you can read it very quickly. But I felt like that book in and of itself really has spoken to my soul. Almost more than any other. I'll just say that's my favorite book. But I don't think that's what he meant. When he was saying King James, I think he meant the whole doggone Bible, the verse. This goes to show you that this man ain't read the Bible. This man don't know the Lord. This man, he talking about, she sent me a verse of King James verse. Okay. I got the feeling I think he means the translation, right, of the entire Bible. He is weird, but I think he did this for our benefit, because he knows that we're listening to everything. He is doing this for us. He wants us, or the public, I should say, to listen to him really having a passion for God, and him really benefiting from these visits with Bible Lady. Okay. And he thinks inquiring about this particular scripture, whatever it is that Sylvia shared, that he wants to prove that, he appreciates her, and she'll fight for him even more. And it's all manipulation. That's all I'm saying. It's all manipulation. But let's get into it.
On the phone. Hold on real quick. How you feeling? What you eat today?
Huh?
How you feeling? What you eat today?
Same thing.
Yeah, same thing. Different day.
That change. That's the change.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing every day.
See that guy that got murdered in Fulton County, I guess, last week?
Yeah, that look like that thing like it's off the street.
Wait a minute, hold on. They say he's been in there since 2020. What is that King James verse you wanted Nesto to
King
read?
James.
That was Psalm 71, verses 11 through 24. 17 through 24.
Say it slow. Psalms what?
Psalm 71,
Uh-huh.
verses 17 through 24.
Okay. You got that?
No, I can't understand what you're saying.
What? Psalm 17?
No.
No,
21?
Psalm 71.
Jeez.
Psalm 71,
Verses 17.
verses 17 through 21.
24.
24.
24.
Jesus.
You know, I don't know nothing about the Bible.
But you don't even have to know anything about the Bible because the woman didn't ask you to memorize nothing. The woman just said, it's this book, this chapter, and these verses. And she repeated it over and over. You ain't got to know nothing about the Bible. You just got to know how to hear and repeat. Ooh.
Well, you better learn something about the Bible.
Ooh. All of y'all need to learn something about the Bible. And that is God ain't no joke. Okay? And he is not a toy. Okay? That's the thing y'all need to know. All of you. Okay? He is not your beard. He is not a joke. He is not a toy. Okay? He is not something you put on to manipulate other people. He is none of those things. All right? All of y'all could figure out or need to figure out that God is not a joke.
You got that?
Yeah,
71.
Yeah, through 21.
17 through 24. 17 through 24.
Okay. Yeah, I got it.
Oh, you got that?
Yeah, I guess I
I can text it to you since you have to.
No, he got it. I was making sure he got it. I don't need it. He was hearing you. So, okay. Yeah. All right.
Just
Sure.
write it down.
Okay.
And make sure.
Why I gotta write it down? I thought you knew the Bible, dude.
Oh.
I do know the Bible.
I'll text it to him. Apparently he's slow. Ooh. All right. Thank you.
He is slow. And Sonya, you be acting slow too, but he is slow. Now that we do know he's slow. Okay. But he recognizes his slowness. He's just too lazy to practice more and read more and do better. So instead he decides to partake in criminal activity. Okay. That's the difference.
That's all I call for. Bye. Psalm 71, 17 through 24.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. I got it.
Yeah, he got it
Sure.
because he needed it anyway.
Miami hurt you.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Like
Yeah.
1971.
I got it.
Psalm 71.
I got it.
He got it because he don't want it. He did all that for us.
Okay.
Yeah.
17 to 24.
Yeah, okay.
Are you reading that book cover to cover?
I'm reading what he asked me to wait when I wake up in the morning to read.
Right.
Keep me going. And
That's good.
yeah, it makes so much sense, especially what I'm going through right now. So I'm not worrying about somebody talking about negative. That's not. I'm staying focused right now. What's gonna happen? So
stay focused. Anything that clicks in your head that don't make sense, make sure you write it down. Yeah. For Monday.
Yeah. I'm already ready on this. So.
Make sure.
Yeah, trust me. I'm already ready. I'm already ready. Yeah.
And think about everything that ever transpired going to court before, so that doesn't happen going to court Monday. All those times that somebody should have spoke up behind somebody speaking lies.
What now?
Did she come see you yet?
Oh no.
Whenever that prosecutor tell a lie or say something, tell her she need to go to you. And if it's false, she needs to correct them in court on the record. They need to be corrected on the record. Don't sit there and let the man lie on you, and she sit there and accept it. Because the judge is just refereeing, just listening to the point. And if she let a lie lay like before, then that's gonna be a problem. So you don't have to speak up for the record.
No. I really feel like Sonya, Sonya, if this man were to take 50% of the advice you gave him, he would be held in contempt of court in the damn courthouse. If he did all the shit she said to do, he would be screwed up worse than what he is, I think. I think on some level, Ernest does listen to what she says and knows that he can't do certain things. Because let's be clear, I would bet he has been in and out of courtrooms far more than Sonya ever has, even with working here or there sporadically, if she ever did, in a law firm. Like, I bet he knows more about this process than she does. He's just trying to, I don't know. I think he knows not to take certain things and do them. You know, some of her advice, I think he knows not to really act on a lot of the shit she says because he would be jammed up for real.
All right, you're going to speak up and don't sit on none of that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you to sit up, don't slouch.
Yeah. I get it. I understand.
Yeah. Sit up, don't slouch. And pay attention. Put your notes down.
Yeah. Sound like y'all like eat.
Okay, so I was, but I had came over here to this hotel to charge my car. And it didn't charge, so I have an hour. It'll be ready in a half an hour. So I'm just sitting here at this hotel in the lobby waiting for my car to finish charging. This is nice. I'm just chilling. It's a baseball game that started at 7, so I'm just avoiding the traffic.
Yeah.
So in like 30 minutes, I'm going to be headed back. You know, I'm staying in Cobb County.
Okay.
Back to Cobb County. Yep. And then I got it all set for my son. I'm moving him Friday. So I'm moving him Friday back to Florida. For real, this other guy I was talking to, the guy at the bank was telling me he's trying to get out of Georgia too. He said he's never been in such a place where so much black on black hate and how crooked it is here.
Oh yeah.
And he a banker. Look, he a banker. He was like, I'm going to Florida.
Yeah.
I'm moving to Florida. I'm getting out of here.
Wait a minute. So let's be clear. I think you will see more. I mean, as crazy as it sounds, Atlanta, I believe, has the largest black population in the country, probably of any other city at this point. Used to be DC. I think Atlanta really has exceeded that. I believe that. But let's say they haven't. Let's say it's between DC and Atlanta. If they have the largest black communities or population, don't you think you're going to have the most black on black hate? Like, if you have less black people, aren't you going to have less black on black hate? Because the truth is, there's white on white hate, Asian on Asian hate. I mean, this happens in every community, right? The problem is, you know, people who hate other black people, and you're a black person, that's really you hating yourself. All right. So every community has individuals within their group that hate other folks just like them. When I worked on cruise ships, I remember there were so many Filipinos made up the majority of who worked on the ships. But do you know most of them did not date one another? In fact, they wanted a white man. They didn't give a damn where that white man was from. At first, I thought, oh, they just want a white man so that they can come to America. And that was the case for some. But they didn't give a damn where the white men were from. They wanted a white man. Why? Many of them were like, I would never date a Filipino man. And they were Filipino women. And that just tells me there too that they had hate. They had self-hate, right? So I say all that to say, I don't want to hear this bullshit about I ain't never seen as much black on black hate or black on black crime as I do in Atlanta. Well, that would make sense because that's where the majority are black people that are right there. Like, it just doesn't, it doesn't take a brain surgeon to do this. Okay. If you go to a city that has no black people in it and it's predominantly white folks, guess what you're going to find there? You're going to find some white on white hate. That's what you're going to find. That you're going to find some white on white crime. You're going to see a whole lot of white on white shit, abuse. You're going to see a whole lot of white on white bullshit going down. But my God, today. Anywho, let's get back to it. Damn it.
He's an older guy. Well, he's about 40. He was like, he said, I'm not trying to get caught up. He was reading us and he paid attention to what's going on and stuff, the court systems and all that stuff. And he was like, he said, it's just amazing. You think you would go into a black city where black people are in power and you think it's going to be a safe space. He said, but they're worse than the white people. They're more racist against black people than the white people are. And I was like, you ain't told no lies at all. At all. It's crazy. They're okay destroying their own people. No, we ask for in life is just fair treatment. You know?
Yeah.
That's it. Nobody asking for nothing special, but damn, can you be fair? I don't see it. I don't see it. But yeah, I'm moving him out of here. Need him in no fucked up ass state or county. But yeah, they said that boy was sitting in there for property damage. Something about property arson or whatever. He was sitting in jail at Fulton County since 2020.
What?
Yeah, yes. Yep, been sitting in there since 2020 on some property damage. Nobody, he didn't hurt anybody, but nobody died under that. And then he ended up getting stabbed and murdered in Fulton County.
Wow.
Yep.
That was it? That's the only charge?
That was it. Yep, sitting in there for 4 years.
Why would he sit in there for 4 years? That makes no sense.
Because he probably didn't do it. That's probably why. Because if they had the evidence, he would have got indicted. He would have went to court. And he would have went to jail.
Hold on.
But they sit innocent people.
Hold up. Wait a minute. You're saying this man sat in jail for 4 years without no indictment? Is that what you're saying?
You know, once you get indicted, the clock ticks. You understand how that goes, right? Once you're indicted, there's a clock.
I got that part. I'm going to
Okay, so if he's been sitting in there, so if he's been sitting in there for 4 years, that's telling you right now with no bond, they said, or he get a bond was so high. I don't understand that part, because I didn't look his name up. But if you're sitting in there for 4 years, it's clear that he had no bond. I mean, no indictment, and he had no evidence. But they like to sit you in there, and I'm assuming he was innocent, because if they had evidence, he would have went to court. He would have got, processed and sentenced if he was actually guilty. I have to look at what makes sense and what you're going through too. So if, just like the judge said, if y'all so gun-ho that he did it, let's go with the indictment. Especially on the CP charge, that's cut and dry. You got a computer, you say this is on it, let's go to court. It shouldn't be 2 years, shouldn't be 3 years, shouldn't even be a month. That guy, and like I said in Ohio, murdered that girl in October 23. She's been sentenced. Once the trial got sentenced, and it ain't even been a year. Ain't been a year. So why are you still sitting in jail on a computer charge? There's no investigating past that. It's just, this is what it is. This is what we say it's on there. Okay, well, let's go to court. What's the problem? If you're saying this is what it is, it's been over a year. You've held that thing for 2 years now. So there's nothing more you need. It'll only take a week for a computer expert to come and tell you what it is. That's it. Just schedule an appointment for somebody to look at it. So if y'all trying to say this is what it is, let's go to court. Why would you drop it and bring it back and reset the clock? That's a lie. We know it's a lie.
I'm just listening.
Yeah. I know.
You can say whatever you want to say. I'm just listening.
I know, because I'm just my opinion. It's just my opinion. But
Yes, I get it.
If you're guilty, it's cut and dry. Go to court. Boom. Let's go. We got the evidence. This is a sure thing. Boom. But I feel like their tactic is when they throwing people in jail just for a body count, just for a number. Because every body count that they get in there is a number for them, a check for them. So the more we put in jail, whether they did it or not, they don't care about life. Human life and family. That's why they put people in jail the way they do. They don't care about true innocence or true guilt.
Oh, anywho, y'all, let me say something. Let me stop for a second. I want to thank these folks who gave these doggone cash apps. I didn't even see it. Thank you, Aries One. I appreciate the cash app, honey bunny. Miss Lorraine, thank you so much for the cash app. I appreciate you. Let me see. I don't want to say the name. I'm just gonna say Ben. Okay. Oh, never mind. I see who it is, and I don't want to say, but I know. Okay, I just read it all the way through, boo. Thank you so much for the because I said the name, I don't want to say your internet name. You know what I'm saying? So thank you, boo. Thank you for the cash app. Thank you. Okay, here we go.
So, show be the tell.
Well,
Tell me something different. Hello? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing, I'm still here.
Okay, well, go on, handle your business.
No, I'm going to go right back to Yvette.
Okay, bye.
No, your name is not Yvette.
What?
You so silly. Nothing. But anyway, how you feel?
You talking to me?
What happened?
I'm talking to you now. I hung up with Yvette.
Hold on, y'all. Let me go back. What was the confusion just now?
Yeah, the way they do.
Wait.
They don't care about true innocence or true guilt, So, show be the tell.
Well,
Tell me something different. Hello? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing, I'm still here.
Okay, well, go on, handle your business.
No, I'm going to go right back to Yvette.
Okay, bye.
No, your name is not Yvette. You so silly. Nothing. But anyway, how you feel?
You talking to me?
I'm talking to you now. I hung up with Yvette.
Oh, how I feel?
How do you feel?
Ain't nothing.
Different day, same shit.
Yeah, ain't that same. I still feel the same way because I know
Different day, same shit. You see what's going on?
Yeah.
You see what's going on?
Yeah, my time coming.
Yeah, I mean,
that's it. My time coming.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I was watching this one video and the guy was explaining it, and it just sounded like a lot of things are repetitive in certain
I'm sorry.
and
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. A lot of this stuff is what again? I'm sorry. I think this is a lot of things. I got to make sure I spell this right or wrong, however you want to put it. A lot of things is repetitive. Okay. A lot of this shit that's going on around here is repetitive. Okay. It is. Ain't nothing like some repetitive shit. You know what I'm saying? So I know how that can get on your nerves when the shit be repetitive. Okay. Because when it's repetitive, that's enough problem as it is. But when the shit ain't repetitive, but it's repetitive, oh, hell no. I really can't handle that. I really can't handle no repetitive shit. But I had to go back and check because I was trying to make sure I heard that right. Yep. Shit be repetitive out here. Okay. I'm just saying what I'm saying.
So, but it made so much sense where he was saying how they falsely accused him of a crime that he did not commit. And they held him in there. They held him in there for as long as it could weaken him so that he would take a plea. Because now when you sit in there for so long, he was saying, you just itching to get out at any time now. Like, just get me out of here. And so a weak person or a person that don't know no better would just take the plea just to get out, But he was like, no, I'm not taking a plea because I didn't do it. You're not going to put this on my record. You're not going to put this on my face, And so he ended up eventually going to court, winning, and suing.
Wow.
Suing the police, suing, because of course they had to make the file look like he did it. So they couldn't honestly do that because he didn't do it. And then he had to sue the prosecutor because they were part of it.
Okay. Because
they withhold evidence that can free you. That's the problem. When they withhold evidence that could free you or, certain things that the cops, they know what it is. So they're all, they're all in bed together with the whole gang. They don't give a shit. But he got his case found not guilty. And he ended up suing everybody involved and walking away with a check, for all of that time, all of that stress, all of that everything. The reputation, the loss of time, being in jail, everything his family had to go through, because it's not just him that's stressing. You're stressing my mother, you're stressing my sister, you're stressing my whoever partner, that he has, stressing my children. You're stressing everybody involved. And so, yeah, we found this one channel. And that's all they talk about for the most part is people that are wrongfully convicted.
Well,
yeah. Prominent woman, it must be some sort of sickness or something. I'm not familiar with repetitive. Okay. But I do understand the stress of things when things tend to be repetitive. Now that I'm familiar with. Now I don't know this if repetitive is the condition that that is caused by repetitive scenarios. I don't know. That's something we'll have to ask those that are smarter than us, people like Sonya, okay? Because Sonya knows repetitive shit. I don't know anything about any repetitive shit. I don't know, okay? I don't know. I do know about the repetitive. See, she got me thinking I know repetitive. I don't know repetitive. I know repetitive. Okay, hit that like button, please. Thank you.
Guess right on in now.
You and a lot of other people.
Yeah.
And thank you, Miss Buckeye 99.
Yeah.
You and a lot of other people.
It's coming, though. It's coming. My time coming. The truth is coming right on out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's all right. Sometimes you get time to talk about it, but you got to keep talking about it so you find something that you know going to help you. So it's going.
Exactly. All right?
Yeah.
You always got to look at other people's lives and learn from that too as well. But a lot of people reach out and support you. Trust me.
What you think?
It's a lot of strangers, of course, that support you.
Oh, okay.
I get a lot of texts, messages and emails about you in a positive light. At first they were listening to the negative blogger, but then they got to a point where they just couldn't hear it no more. A lot of them, and they would come over and be like, "Oh my God, that got exhausting. The hate is just so overwhelming and unnecessary at this point." They're just trying to figure out why, if they don't know nobody involved, are they just going on and on and on?
Mm-hmm.
And they was just like, it's just exhausting.
Mm-hmm.
So they just like, how did it come on over to your side? Because all of that hate just got me to wondering.
Who are these people and where are they now? And how come they couldn't keep your channel sustained? Huh? Who are these people who said, "Oh my God, I can't take all of this hate. I can't stand all that I'm hearing"? I have not met these people. I have not seen. In fact, these people aren't even over there at your friend's channel. Them people who you talking about, who want to hear only the positive things about Ernie, they ain't even over there at the Bible Ladies channel. So where are they? You mean to tell me that you had given them a safe space on your page, on your channel, and yet you decided they weren't worth it, that their efforts, their good wishes towards your boyfriend's freedom isn't enough for you to keep your channel going and giving them a safe space? Because I don't know who these people are. I don't know who they are. And where are they now? Because I don't know, but my replay gang, they be replay ganging, okay? And I got a feeling that whoever it is that said that to you, that they really are exhausted from the negativity. I think those are trolls. I don't believe those are real people because honestly, we have a lot of fun over here in the midst of your all of the negative things that Ernie has done to people that brings us together. Like outside of just dealing with the fact that he is a low down, dirty, nasty criminal, okay, especially towards these women, the majority being women now. We find a little window here and there to kiki about the bull crap that he's been up to. But the truth is, the negativity comes from you. So I can't understand if he's got all this support. How do you maintain said support and provide folks with a safe space if your channel is not being operated currently, really? And if Sylvia is saying she's no longer going to cover Nesto News, if that is the case, I don't understand what you're doing. You should be out here trying to make sure that the people who support you feel connected to you and feel connected to his case. I thought that's why you created the channel. I thought that was the reason. But whatever. Let's listen.
What is it all about? You know?
I don't even know them people.
Don't nobody know them people at all. That's the thing. Don't nobody involved know none of them people, and it is crazy with all of the unnecessary hate. But I guess it's entertainment to an audience to be that messy and immature and just. It's crazy. But again, I don't even go on that stuff or listen to that stuff or even consider it. And then you got strangers that try to come and give advice. One girl was saying, she said, you don't look healthy. Do you think, what are you getting out of this? I was like, well, I'm sorry. When you help people, do you do it with the mindset of what am I getting out of this? Because that doesn't sound like a person that should be helping somebody. That sounds like something when you pay for a service, you're trying to get something out of it. I get that. But when you're trying to help somebody, just genuinely help somebody, it's not getting something out of it.
Well, I think the question is, Sonya, the person is saying, what benefit could you have uplifting an individual who has proven to have been engaged in criminal activity throughout his entire life, and you are coming out here as a mistress, okay, not even a wife or a girlfriend, but as a full-blown side piece, and they don't understand why you are jumping out here when people see it for what it is, see you for who you are to him, and it's not respected. So why you continue to come out here doing this when there can't be any real benefit to it, unless you just want attention for yourself and you don't care what type of attention you're getting? I think outside of that, I think that's what confuses people. It confuses people that what do you get out of taking up for a man who clearly has taken advantage of so many women? It's a very simple question that you seem to be it seems to escape you, but whatever. Native says she doesn't know how to answer a simple question. She knows that she is no smart, so that she is not smart, so she tries to outthink the person asking the question, and she wears
It's just doing the right thing or being supportive because somebody needs the help or the assistance or the support. Yeah, because you look sick, you look like something. And I'm sitting here like, okay, first of all, I was sick before all of this happened.
Do you see how serious that started off and how I was not even thinking would y'all please? I cannot with him. I can't.
So I don't look any different than I did 2 years, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. I actually looked different in 2021 when I was my worst. But I'm sitting here like, well, you're just not going to. Of course I'm not taking what you, because I think he did it. Well, what makes you think? Because of the way he sounds. So people just sound like they do shit. Like, I'm confused.
What you supposed to sound like?
I know, right? I was like, what? Listen, that's just what somebody just wants somebody to be guilty. It's a lot of people that's just miserable within themselves, and they want people to be guilty. They root for the wrong, or they root for the,
Child, sometimes we just want to root for a victim to find justice. How about that? Or sometimes we are rooting for a criminal to be justly handled. How about that? Like it could just be that. Lord.
So it's just the way you sound. I said, girl, if that's what you're going off of, you should never be on a jury ever in life. You should never, ever.
And neither
you don't
should
ever
you.
do that. It's facts. You go off of facts and facts alone. That's it. Proof and facts. That's it. You don't go off of how somebody sound, how somebody walks, somebody's past, somebody this, somebody's that. No. You go off of evidence. You go off of true evidence. Facts. And sometimes you can't go off of what people say, because sometimes people go in there and they tell tales. I've seen that happen. So to sit here and say, and she come on, yeah, I've been arrested before. Okay, well, you still don't have the right mindset. Pardon me?
That makes no sense.
None.
Nothing ever does.
None.
That makes no sense.
Whatsoever. I just was looking like, please, girl, keep your advice. Just keep your advice. Because if you, my thing is this, I'll be more open to listen to somebody who's on the fence than somebody say somebody did it just because they got arrested or just because they sound like that. First of all, you always got, I look at everybody's situation side-eye because I know a lot of people lie. They don't have a problem putting people in jail. So I look at it until facts come out. I always say I'm just gonna ride the fence and see what happens, like with Diddy or whomever that I hear out that catches the case. Anybody, whether they're popular or not, unless they got actual footage or a guy flat out confessed and wasn't coerced into the confession, I always just ride the fence and be like, let me see how this play out, because it's been proven that people get arrested doing lies. People get arrested innocent. So if it's just an arrest, I'm not saying that there's any proof of that. They arrest people in the crowd just because they don't feel like working the actual case. So they grab two dudes standing near, okay, you and you, question them, and then they be like, pin it on them because they don't feel like actually solving the case. Send them to jail, and that's how a lot of the crimes are solved, which aren't actually solved. They send people innocent, because they don't feel like doing the work. So they don't want to, leave the case open because we need that record that we solve our crimes. But it's not actually solved if you got the wrong person in jail. It's not. So, or they make up crimes. I don't know. This whole world is garbage. Trash. But anyway. Tomorrow.
Yeah, you just concentrate on your health, concentrate on you, keep living, doing what you do.
What happened?
Keep on living, doing what you do. Don't worry about the rest of it. That's going to take care of itself. Just like you're going to see you go back down the way, it took for you to see what's going on to make that decision.
Of course.
Yeah. Some moves, you won't never know till you make the moves. Sometimes good moves, sometimes bad moves. So it is. Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
That's just what it is. That's just what it is.
Crazy energy out there right now. It's not good right now out there. Yep.
Well, you know what? The world is a dark place. That's just what it is. The world is a dark place.
Yeah.
It's a dark place. One person was texting me yesterday and was asking me about your bond. And I guess one of the calls got out about you talking to, what's the name, about the bond, and they were just like, so, we're going to put the property up. If you do this, I'm like, I don't know. Because nobody, made any moves to say or try to. But your thing is so screwed up down there, how they got your cases aren't even correct at this point,
No, it's
so we still got the old case with a new case, and it's the same case. And the clerk's office is for whatever reason. I don't know what they're trying to claim.
Native said, how you gonna tell somebody to keep living? What kind of advice is that? Now just keep living. I mean, what's the alternative? Huh? Dying. Okay. Like I think we all gonna keep living. Gonna keep living in there too, right? That's hilarious. The way they talk to each other, the words they choose to say, the shit they say in general, they just a mess.
Claim they're behind, they're overworked, or too much going on. I don't know what it is, but they were just talking about your bond. And your people that's supposed to, I guess, because of the phone calls that you made. I didn't listen to those to say, well, why did he get bonded out? And I'm like, girl, you know what? It's a hot mess still. There's no organization with the case, so.
Yeah.
No organization with the case. It's just a hot mess, basically. And 2 years later, you think it would be, in a better place, but apparently, still a mess. Still a mess. Still a mess.
You know what, Native, when she said that, so Native put an anonymous person just texted her about his bond, and she just started giving them all this information. The fact that she says, excuse me, that somebody, hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. The fact that she says that somebody texted me about your case, somebody like who? First of all, I believe that's a lie, like I'm sure you do. But secondly, the fact that she acts as if these random people give a damn, so many random people give a damn about him when she doesn't even have any friends. So it has to be an anonymous person. It has to be someone who's paying attention to this shit, because we know she doesn't have any real friends. And why would they be inquiring like this? It's very weird with the way she talks about things and acts like she's got this friend and that friend and this and that, or that there's a whole crowd of Nesto supporters that she is not engaging at all, except via phone, via text. She won't go live and talk to these people, but she will text back and forth with people about his case. It's very weird.
Anyway, positive vibes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Chin up. Stuff is coming. I can have the stuff next week. That's going to help the situation. And that's it. That's it.
Okay.
I got the 3 for 22. So that's one thing that shows.
Yeah, it's coming. Everything gonna be all right. Everything
Yeah.
gonna be all right.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't dwell on what's not explainable. Sometimes you gotta wait, let it fix itself. So it's gonna fix itself.
Yeah. So
already doing it.
Everything that you did was right on point. But again, everything has got to go all the way back to the beginning of that day. And I don't want to say too much because you can't get on my head up because they like to listen.
No, I get it.
And then come to court like they, well, we on it. What's the jurisdiction?
I get it.
Kentucky, that's the jurisdiction. Denver, that's the jurisdiction.
Hey, trust me. I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
That miracle
right.
It's already
Straight
working.
perjury.
Yeah. Just so you got to stay positive. Miracles are,
Straight perjury.
Yeah, as long as I keep telling the truth, the rest of them will keep coming. The rest of them keep coming.
That's all it is.
This is why he can't get blessed, okay? Because he's still over here trying to act like the lies he tells is truth. And he thinks if he says it over and over and over again, we are going to somehow fall for it. See, God ain't going to bless that. Because you still lying. See?
Yeah, I ain't lied shit. And I ain't got nothing to lie and I ain't got nothing to hide.
Nothing to lie about.
Yeah, so it's coming. It's coming. I'm good. It's going to take a bit of time, but I'm good. Trust me, I'm good. Yep.
Well, I'm glad you're good because you're going to need to be good for another year, okay? Or damn near one. Because, well, let's say, I would say, okay, not a year, but definitely 7 months, 7 to 8 more months, okay? Because it'll be October before y'all come back together to even decide on a trial date, which is likely not to be until January, if you're lucky, okay? And then the trial itself probably won't go more than a month, tops. So it's going to be a while. Now, mind you, with that said, I know it gives you something to look forward to. I'm sure in an environment like the one you're in that's so mundane, it's going to feel like years upon years upon years. And maybe it's good for you to have something to look forward to. I get it. But the bottom line is, I mean, you're never getting out. I mean, it's just not going to happen. Like you're definitely going to still be locked up even after the 8 months are done. You're still going to be in a prison somewhere. All right. You're not getting out. But I guess for you, and considering the circumstances, it gives you something to look forward to, I guess. All right. I guess maybe you're excited to go to trial because at least that gives you something to do every single day of the week, 5 days a week for at least a month. And maybe, just maybe, they might even let you eat real food. I don't know how that works. I'm guessing that, during the breaks, they probably let you sit back in the back with your attorneys and you probably could eat real food that day. I'm just saying. So that's something to look forward to. They might bring you in some checkers, or I don't know. They might let you bring in some McDonald's. I don't know. Maybe Wendy's one day, maybe Burger King the next, maybe KFC or Zaxby's, or what I'm saying? Like, you could really mix it up. Maybe you could really get your food in. Okay. Maybe that's what'll happen. And I see that. Maybe that's why you're anxious to get to trial, just so that you can actually eat food that the rest of us have access to. Okay. But aside from that, and getting out of jail for 8 hours a day, each day, 5 days a week. That could be cool too, I guess. But outside of that, sir, that's it. That's all. It's a wrap after that. Anywho, let's listen.
Yeah, I got a couple of large. I gotta send. Okay, so I gotta send somebody emails. Let's go to court on Monday as well.
What?
Nothing. I had to think aloud because I had forgot already. I was supposed to do it on Friday, but this reporter wanted to. Right, so he wanted, because he's doing the story, he's following everything, and they've been doing a lot of stuff with one Fulton County, and I forgot to send him the email so he knows what's the judge again.
Judge?
Brooks.
That's the judge.
I don't know who that is.
Okay. I don't know either. But I'm just saying it looks like a Sonoma courtroom because they're trying to. He's from a huge media outlet, and they've been just doing Fulton County, seeing everything Fulton County. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then he's been following this, your story as it's been going on.
And who is this? A reporter or a blogger? Okay. Because if it's a reporter, why haven't we heard of said reporter before following Nesto's trial? And how come we ain't seen? How would she know that he's been following it if it's a real reporter when we don't have any proof of said report? That's the first question. Second thing is, if they're a blogger, how come we have not seen her on said blogger's page? Or why don't we know of this blogger? And I'm not trying to be funny, but the only male blogger that I recall saying anything about this was Storm. So is there another one that I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to act like I know every single blogger who's talked about this, but I don't know who this man is Dennis? No, she can't possibly be talking about Dennis. Because Dennis doesn't have anything positive to say about him either. So what? Let me see. What she say right here? I forgot to email him. So it can't be Dennis. Hold on. Let's see.
Gonna take the time. I'm good. Trust me, I'm good. Yep.
Yeah, I got a couple of large. I gotta send. Okay, sorry, I gotta send somebody emails. Let's go to court on Monday as
What'd
well.
you say?
Nothing. I had to think aloud because I had forgot already. I was supposed to do it on Friday, but this reporter wanted to. Right, so he wanted because he's doing the story, he's following everything, and they've been doing a lot of stuff.
No, and she's making it sound like this reporter reached out to her. That's what it sounded like to me. And let's be clear, it ain't Dennis because Sylvia would not be cool with that. If this is Sylvia's friend, you know what I'm saying? Like that, it ain't Dennis. I don't know anybody else. What other men do we know to be covering this damn case? She lying. Something ain't right, but let's listen to the lie.
With, one Fulton County, and I forgot to send him the email so he knows what's the judge again?
The judge, Brooks.
Got the judge.
I don't know who that is.
Okay. I don't know either. But I'm just saying it looks like a Sonoma courtroom because they're trying to. He's from a huge media outlet, and they've been just doing Fulton County, seeing everything Fulton County. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then he's been following this, your story as it's been going on. But he ain't no YouTube person. He's bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Bigger than that. Big news media outlet, and it's basically a Republican situation because they've been yeah. So yeah.
Okay.
You have 1 minute.
I don't think it's Storm either.
Right. I'm sure everything is done right.
I like to laugh. I like to laugh because when I'm excited.
I know. Right.
Yeah. I understand what's going on. Life's gonna be just fine. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a struggle, but yeah, gotta be truthful. Yeah. I love you.
I love you too. Yeah, enjoy your evening.
Enjoy yours. I'm gonna go get my car.
Okay, cool.
Damn. All right.
Thank you for using Global.
Who's doggies? Good grief. Okay. All right. So yeah, I don't think it was Storm either. That's why I'm saying I know it wasn't Storm and I know it wasn't Dennis. So what other men we know been covering this? That's why we know she be lying. Okay. And if it was an actual journalist out there, how does she know he's been covering the cases or been covering the case and reporting on the case, but we don't have any proof of said coverage? That's what I'm saying. She be lying so damn much. Okay. Now let's go back over here to our handy dandy text messages, shall we? Okay. Let me get these to where, okay, so it's not much here to talk about or to read. It's only a couple. Hold on. So that was on the 6th, right? So because I just scrolled up just to look and see how much. Okay. I'm trying to ignore all the bullshit. Okay, that was on the 5th. Okay, so now we're going to start back on the actual 6th. And how about we'll read everything that was stated on the 6th and the 7th. Okay, so that'll put us right around this entire conversation they just had on the phone. So let me share my screen. All right. I'm going to make it super big. All right. Excelente. Okay. Excelente. Now, starting on the 6th, Ernest, he starts the conversation with, "Good morning, baby. Everything is going to okay, my love." Yes. Yes. Let me read that again for you just so that you understood, okay? "Good morning, baby. Everything is going to okay, my love. All right? I love you. Here's a big, big kiss just for you." All right. Now, Sonya responds and says, "Thank you, babe. I woke up missing you." And he responds, "Me too. I miss you a lot." Okay. And then she responds and says, "Come hold me." Yes. And then he responds, Proverbs 18:17. I know he is not about to quote some proverbs to this Jezebel. Uh, but let's see. Because a proverbial woman, she is not. But okay. All right. The one who, let me go back. Proverbs 18:17 says, "The one who states his case first appears to be right, but that's only until the other side comes to cross examine him." Mhm. Proverbs 18:24 says, "A man who has many companions may come to ruin, but there is a friend who sticks closer to him than a brother." I'm sorry, what did that word say, Nesto, that you quoted? A man who has what? Many what? A man who has many companions may what? Come to ruin? So you say. Is that right? But there is a friend who sticks closer to him than a brother. Hallelujah. Yes, there is. And his name is Jesus. Hallelujah. His name is God the Father. Hallelujah. Yes, this is true. This is true. Do these two scriptures resonate anything to you in particular? Not resonate anything to you. Okay. Nesta, do you know what? Anyway, um, do these two scriptures resonate anything to you in particular? If so, what? Before I break down my understanding in reference to my situation, oh, and I'm gonna do better than hold you. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Were we just not quoting the word of God? Was the married man of God just quoting God's word to his side hen? And in the next sentence, say, "I'm going to do better than hold you." I'll be there to hold you down when you need me most for the next 20 years. Yeah, well, if you're in good spirits and in good sound mind for the next 20 years, considering you'll be 80, that'll put you outwards of 80 years old. So yeah, it's possible that you will be able to hold her down from inside the jail cell if you are in good sound mind at 80. Yes. Okay. Then he continues on with another little chapter, if you will. He says, I also would like to resume your presence on social media because it made a stronger impact than you can imagine. How do you know, Nesto? Based on what? Okay. If you don't want to give an impression that you're saying one thing but now doing different, I get it. But you just convey to the public that I only proclaimed that I was done with Nesto because the pressure from the opinionated outside world is so much it can discourage and destroy one's morale, just as Lizzo explained in her current predicament. Nesto, you want her to come out here and quote Lizzo? You think whatever, if anything, that Lizzo has been faced with is synonymous with a Negro facing RICO charges in the county jail? Okay. But I will have all of you know that I've never left his side and have been communicating with him on a daily basis and never missed a day. I thought it was important for you all to know I've been solid and will do nothing less than be that throughout this ordeal until he is home free and vindicated once and for all. Yes. The nurse this morning addressed me as Nesto and said, I've been all over social media. She saw me on video with Bible Lady. I said to myself, damn, I know God will turn this all around for a positive outcome. But yeah, let me know what comes to your mind about those two scriptures I sent to you. Your immediate thoughts on their meanings. This he asks of the atheist. Yeah. Then he sends another message to her and says, you know they're going to be all on you when you pop up to court Monday. Social media, LOL. Mm-hmm. And then Sonya responds, LOL, I know they be looking for me in court. Them heifers are so mad that in your life, I'm sorry, I'm going to read that one again. They be looking for me in court. Them heifers are so mad that in your life. That I think she meant that I'm in your life. Always trying to compare me to the ex, thinking it affects me. I'm sorry, thinking it affects me when it should be affects me, but okay, never mind. Saying I have low self-esteem, which you do. All of these bloggers have an agenda that benefits their channel. Yeah, we do. Yeah. We put content on our channel because it benefits our channel to do so. Okay. Yeah, we like commentary on the channel. Otherwise, our channels won't benefit if we don't provide commentary on it. Yeah. So then she says, I don't think none of people are here for us. They want you to be guilty, saying you are using me. You only care about Nesto. I said, not my man. He loves me. No, ma'am. I never heard you say that. I, in fact, never, ever heard you admit that he was your man. Never heard it. Not one time. Because whenever someone called him your man, you would say, no, we're friends. No, he's my best friend. No, I'm not a side piece. No, and no. That's what I heard. But what you're saying, Sonya, is that you told us, no, 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 not my man. Mm-mm. Okay, my man. He loves me. Whatever, girl, bye. Okay, so now, wait. Okay, so I just went past it. Okay, so then Ernie responds with, if you come tomorrow for visitation, I will ask you some questions and you just answer. So, can we straighten some things out regarding you being used by me, supposedly? I don't like that shit. And I don't like people trying to take advantage of you being sick. And if it's true about not being able to go back 24 months, that means nobody else can get them either, not just you. Feel me? If that's even true. But other than that, we'll keep it moving. I'm so glad you heard my brother talking big talk, but really had no means or intention to come get me. And if you go back to that last conversation, I told him not to fake like he wanted to help. And ultimately, I caught him in a lie. It also proves I can sit here forever, not indicted. The boy that got killed. Anyway, I love you. Oh, so you talking shit about Lamont? Lamont, he's talking shit in text messages to Sonya about you. He says you lied. He says he caught you in a lie. He said you were talking big shit, only knowing you were never, ever, ever going to come and get him. That's what he said now. I heard him. That's what he said. And so Sonya says, oh, okay, so that was on the 6th. So let's read all the way through the 7th, okay? So Sonya responds on the 7th and says, I love you. Okay, to the questions. This blogger did a video saying I forged your signature to get access to your bank account to steal your money. These bitches are crazy. Do you understand the bullshit they speak out their mouths just for clicks? Ugh, I don't listen to them. The hate is real. People are evil. Sonya, if you aren't listening to us, how would you know a blogger said such a thing? The lies you tell, huh? Yeah. So then she responds again and says, woke up missing you. Okay. So he says, good morning, my love. Yes, people very, very evil. I never listen to them people at all. He never listens to people at all. I think he meant never, but he says, I never. Okay. Never. And then she responds and says, it was just that I'm going to call the bank to get all through years. I think she meant 3. I think she meant 3 years, but she said through years. Okay. And I'm getting your property tomorrow. She needs to ask about why dismiss the CP is to start click. Where is the indictment? I'm going to read that one again, okay? Not just for your benefit, but for mine as well, okay? And I'm going to read the words that are on the paper. It was just that I'm going to call the bank to get all through years. And I'm getting your property tomorrow. She needs to ask about why dismiss the CP is to restart click. Where is the indictment? I'm not going to try. I'm not. Okay, so Ernest responds and says, thanks for coming today because I needed that. When you say my property, what property are you referring to? Hello. I know that's right. What property are you referring to? I hope you ain't talking about my mother sucking a cell phone, because I got real personal shit in there that I don't want you to see. And I especially don't want you to see all the shit I was saying to all these other women at the same time I was seeing and using my toys on you. I need to know right now, what property are you speaking of? Okay. That's what I feel like he really wanted to say. But I'm going to start from the top again. Okay. Thanks for coming today, because I needed that. When you say my property, what property are you referring to? Property at the jail, my phone, or truck? Let me know. Good news today is Hannah popped up unexpectedly and said she had Joe request my phone records 2 to 3 weeks ago, but haven't gotten a response from him yet. Also, she says she will speak to the DA 30 minutes prior to court in order to negotiate a possible deal that would drop the CP case bond to $50K. And if not, we're moving forward on the preliminary hearing at 9:30 and simultaneously addressing bond matters during the same hearing. I gave her a copy of the text I sent you 3 days ago regarding the case. She also informed me that the blogger lawyer lady lied to Judge Adams in order to gain access and have the camera rolling. Say what now? Say what? She also informed me that the blogger lawyer lady, lied to Judge Adams in order to gain access and have the camera rolling. The people dogged her, Hannah, and Judge Adams as well, but I wasn't aware about that. That same guy said he would mute the victims' names and the fake letter the DA had from the victim, which never really existed. What do you mean it never existed? She, Hannah, finally admitted that she needs me out so that I can fight from the street. And lastly, I need you to check my bond status online for the exact amount. DA supposedly dismissed the duplicate case in the system. Also, you can check to see if I'm indicted as of today. Again, let me know what property you refer to and the online stuff. Hannah also says she never received the last letter I sent to her, but no worries, I'll have shit together for her tomorrow. Make sure Bible lady present. So let me get this straight. They're trying to say that Pam somehow lied to the judge about what, getting a Rule 22. That child, I'm not gonna justify any of that, because the truth is he's probably misunderstood something and is asking the question in a way that's not really what he probably heard something wrong, and now he's questioning shit and probably got a response that he still didn't understand. Ain't no child. He probably doesn't even know how that works as far as getting a camera in the courtroom. But anywho, so Sonya responds, "Okay, jail property, babe. These bloggers need a cease and desist letter. It's crazy how reckless they are to this case. See if Hannah can throw up a cease and desist letter for all 4 bloggers. I'll try to get their information for her so that she knows where to send it." Okay, well, good. If 4 bloggers, let me see. First and foremost, Sonya says she's not listening to us, but Sonya says we're ruining the case. Okay, that's the first thing. And as far as the 4 bloggers, who do y'all think I'm guessing, obviously, she's talking about Nyla, right? Bougie. Obviously, Pam, because Pam's name is out here. She's not talking about Sylvia. Who's the other one? Me or Wisdom's daughter? Or what the hell? What are we talking about? Who are we talking about? Who are these 4 people? And how are they bothering you? That's what I want to know. How are these people bothering you if you ain't watching? Child. Okay. Let's go back. She needs to get that CP charge thrown out without any deal. It's a whole lie. They know there's no video. And if it is, it's an adult. It's just a way they can try to hold leverage on you. And they know no evidence needs to come forth until trial. And they can work that against you for a fake plea. Okay, so let's be clear. All this time when you were saying that no child, that there was no evidence that was being presented at those hearings. You kept saying they keep coming to court with no evidence. And I've been saying from the rooftops, and I'm sure other people have too, that's not when you bring evidence forth, right? So this idea that she's like, they never had evidence before. Now she's finally getting it, that evidence isn't needed until trial, right? Or prior to trial when it's time to expose their discovery, right? Well, you do understand that even though you don't know what evidence they have enough to get you charged for the crime. So the fact that she would say they know that there's no video or that there's no picture. Well, then evidently, if there's no picture or video, there would be no charge. Clearly, there's a picture. Clearly, there is. Which is why he clearly is being charged with CP charges. Child, this is a mess, okay? So then he responds, we're going to work on that because it does need to be exposed. We can kill 2 birds with 1 stone, and I agree. See you tomorrow. Oh, then he responds again. Besides that, I need the people to know and hear the questions I sent you. So it raises questions in the public's eye. If Hannah can deliver those questions correctly, it will put pressure on the detective while she's on the stand, and she'll have to answer while under oath. And people can draw their own conclusion. Most importantly, I need everything documented, and the only way is through court. So yeah, we are moving forward. You know what? You all are shitting bricks. I know. You are out here plotting how these video calls are going to happen moving forward. Tomorrow, I'm going to ask questions. I need you to answer them. I need the people to have questions in their mind. These fools thought we would never. But the truth is, we didn't have to, because I said it, and I'm sure other people said this too. That one call when he came out here acting like he was, on 1,000 out here getting people together and talk about his case. And she was just like, go ahead, talk your talk. Remember that? We knew right then that shit was planned. Well, this might have been right before that. Who knows? Child. Okay. So then she says, okay, so that is, oh no, this is the 7th. And then she responds and says, okay, love you. And that's that on the 7th. Let me see something. Ooh, I kind of want to go forward just a little bit more. Let's see how many more. Okay, I'll read through the 8th. How about that? Because I see something here. So on the 8th, she comes back and says, so they are still lying in court. You don't know a 14-year-old kid, nor are you ever around people's kid alone. See, this is how we get back to this 14-year-old and how these individuals keep bringing up people who are approximately 14 to 15 years old in 2018. But never mind that. Okay. Then she comes back again and says, should I call defense office to request to replace Hannah? You're not going to win with her. They purposely gave you the worst attorney in the office. Then he responds, thank you for being there for me. You see then, damn. Okay, whatever. And then she responds, babe, write a letter on here to the Georgia Defense Office asking to replace your counsel and why you feel it's needed. This is a very serious and complex case, and she is not experienced enough to defend your innocence. I will email it to Pamela, the lady in charge, today. Everything must be in writing. And then she responds, write me a paper, your thoughts on court and what happened. Oh, write me on paper your thoughts on court and what happened. Oh, now you want him to write on paper? You dummies. Okay. Then he responds, sorry, I had to take a nap, let my med kick in. As you see, while in court, me and her going back and forth about challenging those two white conniving hoes. I'm glad you caught when they said the laptop was used by my 14-year-old daughter. What a fucking liar. Okay. And that's that on that. All right. So we're going to call it a stop there. All right. These two are ridiculous. Okay. That's all I really wanted to say. At the end of the day, these two are damn ridiculous. I can't wait to find out what the hell she said about me. Let me go and look to see what Fran was talking about. Was this today? Because what I saw from Fran, I think that was today when she was reading off or I was just watching the stuff about the judge that got into that altercation. But I didn't see anything pertaining to Nesto specifically. So I need to go check that out. Let me make sure I covered everything I needed to cover in here. Yes, I think I did. Thank you guys for kicking it with me. Okay. Now, Nesto, native tomorrow. Are you free? We can do a little reading, if you will. You and I can do some role playing here, and I'd play the part of the lovely Sonya, and you could play the part of the handsome Nesto. Okay, the Casanova himself. All right, we could get out here. And just know we ended last time on December 13th of 2022. All right. So if you're, feeling it later on today, and I say later on today because it's 3 a.m. my time. All right. On the East Coast. So like later on, like tomorrow night, you and I could come out here and maybe we can do some reading. All right. So Native, let me know if you're free and maybe we can do it. Let me see if I can break my This fool. Native said, let me see if I can break my jaw. Oh, I hate you so much. I swear that I do. Okay. I swear I hate you so much. So let's see what we can do later on. Get some rest. Okay. I don't know, gargle with some motor oil or something. So when you talk, you can sound like a broken engine. Okay. And you said, I know you're going to break your jaw and grab some marbles and put them in your mouth after that. All right. And then I think you'll be ready. Okay. I think you'll be ready then. All right. Oh, and then I want you to forget how to read. And then and only then will you be ready. Okay. So I'm going to say tomorrow evening, like around 7 or 8 p.m. Eastern. All right. Something like that. All right. Okay, everybody. Thank you for being here today. I hope you hit that like button. If you didn't, you better on the way out the damn door. Okay. Shit, don't make me whoop your asses. Okay. So, anywho, thank y'all for hanging with me tonight. I'm glad we got this in. And then maybe during the day, I might even do another thing if I have time, because I got some stuff I need to do tomorrow. But if I have time and I do go live, I might do a review of the other video that came out yesterday or the day before or whatever. Okay. That we haven't. So anywho, with that said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank y'all for being here tonight. Thank you for everybody, to everyone who gifted memberships, became a member, and who cashed app and super chatted me tonight. And thank you to my beautiful moderators, Know Your Own Worth, and Fedora that dropped in on this good evening. Okay. Until tomorrow, know I love you and smooches.
Boom, 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 boom.